Y'all looking for me? Y'all looking for me? Uh, y'all looking for me? Yeah, well here I is. Yeah. Here I is, y'all. Power was out, but I'm back. Yeah, boy. We got something funky for y'all tonight. Let's see here. Hold on for a minute. Yeah. No, I know last time I was on that thing, so I ain't really get to sing for y'all. But on tonight, we gonna do it the right way. So, without further ado, a little bit of this holy grail. The clothes off my back, and I let you still
Flew right off my mouth, and I watch you eat, and I still don't know why. Why I love it so much. Yo, you curse my name in spite, put me to shame. Had my laundry in the streets, dirty or clean. Give it up for fame, but I still don't know why. Why I love it so much. Yeah. And baby, it's amazing I'm in this maze with you. I just can't crack your code. One day you're screaming you love me, love. The next day you're so cold. One day you're here, one day you're there. One day you care, you're so unfair. Sipping from the cup till it runneth over. Holy grail.
Lose on me, remind you niggas. Fuck that shit y'all talking about. I'm the nigga. That's right. I am the nigga. What's good? Hey, y'all. It's a lot going on in the world. And I said I need to hear from the people what's going on. Shit is going down. And I don't know what's happening out here. So I need for us to come together and sort some things out. So hit that like button. Hit the oh wait, hold on now. I gotta fix this over here. They got the wrong damn thing on this here title. Nope, that is not right. They got my I got my title wrong. Oh, that's because the damn power went out. So look, right before I was literally getting ready to start, the damn power just went out. I just lost everything. It was like it went out for about maybe, I don't know, maybe 4 seconds. But everything had to restart again. My server had to restart, which probably ain't even back online yet because that take a minute. My damn internet had to restart. The computer had to restart. My lights, my lights are my lights right now. Yeah, there we go. Just got my lights right because that shit was up. It was crazy, y'all. Just crazy. But what happened over here on my United Guns of America, the damn channel thing was wrong. So I had to make sure that that's right. Yeah, my title was wrong. So it's crazy. But hey, I did the reboot. Took me about 10 minutes to get everything back up. And here we go. He said, did I not pay my electric bill? Nope, that was last month, Lorenzo, for your motherfucking information. Lorenzo Davis with your old smart trying to get in my business ass. Nigga, that was last month. What the fuck you talking about? I paid my electric bill for this here month. So there, Lorenzo, mind your motherfucking business. Stay out of my business, Lorenzo, and just watch the show. But hey, we here, and this is what I want to do. So essentially, I just want to open up the phone lines. I'm gonna start the show on the phone lines. I got the StreamYards thing finally figured out. I'm gonna tell y'all this. I be bullshitting because as technically sound as I am, I could have figured out that StreamYard shit literally a couple of months ago and been doing the shit, but I tried it twice and the shit pissed me off. and I was fucking up. So I just said, fuck it. But on tonight, I got it figured out and it's good. So that should work. I'm gonna need somebody to test it though to make sure that it's coming through on the stream. But I got it set up right. Now I do have that. But we're gonna figure it out. So moving right along, let me first and foremost give a shout out to my man Skohar Peace over there on the United Guns of America channel. Quintina Blades, G-Friend 94, Angry Man for a Reason, Marcus Stigpen, what's good, and Beverly Jones, good night and all peace. Peace to you too. Hey, now over here on the relationship rehab side of the game, I'm going to first and foremost give a shout out to Agent Black, first one in the chat. I see you there, Doc. Troy Sherman, Skohar, my man, excuse me, my brother Eric Abrams, Beverly Jones, Natalie V, Red Bird Eagle. Yes, indeed. That's a new one now. I don't think I've seen that one before. Jamal Beasley. What's up? What's up? I think he new too. Sherry Glenn, Soaky One, Bruce Taylor. What's happening, man? Kyle Larkins. Hi, Kyle. Let's see who else I got here. Alfonso Washington, Jay Dizzle. What up? Yep, had to hit him with that JT, that Justin Timberlake on him. Let's see here. Terrence B and Katrina Hamilton. Bella Mia. What's going on, Bella? And then we got Lorenzo Davis with his old trying to talk about my motherfucking electricity bill ass. And then we got Dookie Badass. Let's see who else is in there. My man DJ Matt 121. Hey, that's what's up. DJ Matt. All right. So moving right along, let's go ahead and I want pretty much, oh, you know what? As opposed to wasting that time with me running my mouth, I'm going to run my mouth for a quick second and then we'll go ahead and do the lines and everything. But I will put the StreamYard in I wonder if I can just put it in the description box here. I think I can. Yeah, I think I can. I think I can just do it that way, which is easy as hell. Okay. But coronavirus. I'm going to tell you like this, because a lot of people, we've had things that have been kind of similar to this, but I don't think that we've had anything quite like this. Oh, wait, stop, hold the fucking phone. I was about to really fuck up. I really was. I'm so glad that I stopped myself, because today is a very, very special day. Does anybody know what today is? Do you know what today is? It's my wifey's birthday. Yeah, wifey's birthday. Do you know what today is? It's my wifey's birthday. Yeah, wifey's birthday. All right, so I cannot go on without singing happy birthday to my wife. Now, I sang it earlier, but that wasn't online. So, to my beautiful wife, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Kishana. Happy birthday to you. Yeah, buddy, that's what's up. Now, what I'm going to do, and this is going to be some real Chicago shit right here. And only people from Chicago going to know what this is. All right? So, let's see if she going to do this with us. We going to see just now, because I don't even know if she watching or not. But we going to see if she know how to do this. This is the Bad Boys birthday roll call. So, let's see if she know how to do this. Let's see if she going to even answer.
Hello, thank you for...
Hell no, she didn't answer. Now I gotta get ghetto. Answer the phone! That's ignorant as hell, ain't it? Oh, I don't know if niggas know about that Bad Boys. Let's see. Now, if she don't answer this motherfucker this time, I'm gonna go choke somebody. So this is gonna be a station pause for station identification. Oh yeah, I got to go whoop somebody's ass. Baby! Answer the phone! Jesus Christ. Y'all know you can take the niggas out the ghetto, but you can't take the ghetto out the niggas. Are you ready? Are you ready to throw down?
Yes, I am.
Come on, who's this on the birthday line?
It's Kishana.
Kishana, what's your zodiac sign?
I'm Pisces.
Well, it's the day of your birthday.
Yes, it is. You know it is.
And how old are you on this day?
None of your business.
She 41. She 41. Go Kishana. It's your birthday. Go Kishana. It's your birthday, Kishana. Where you from?
So sorry.
Where you from?
So sad.
Bad Boys got to say bye-bye. Happy birthday from WGCI. Bye. Y'all don't know shit about that unless you from Chicago. Only the Chi-Town niggas know about the birthday roll call. That's what it is. That's all I'm saying. Everybody don't know about that. Bad Boys with WGCI, baby. All right, so look, let's get to some real serious shit now. Since we done got all the bullshit out the way and the fuckery. Let's get down to some real life shit. Now, like I was saying before, the coronavirus is some new shit. And it's some old shit. Because ain't a lot of motherfuckers died from this shit yet. I think they said like the H1N1, like 60,000 niggas died from that shit. When I say niggas, I'm using it loosely to incorporate everybody. I'm using niggas in a different context, which means basically now a group of people, okay? They said like about 60 niggas died from that. We've only had a few thousand die from corona right now. But with that being said, the niggas that then died with them making such a big deal about it, and it's a big global thing now. It's a pandemic, if you will. And make sure y'all click that like button. Please click the like button so we can share this, because I want to get some people's input on this. I want to hear from y'all on tonight and see where y'all at, what y'all doing, and what y'all thinking about this. So, right, okay, there we go. 60 million Americans got swine flu. 15,000 died from it. All right. We ain't even hit that number yet. But with everything that they're doing, it's sending to me mixed messages. I'm getting mixed signals. That's what I'm saying. I don't know about what y'all saying. People are saying that the administration is lying to us. Some people saying that the administration is trying to ease us into some shit. I want to know what y'all think. That's why I'm going to open up the lines and turn on the stream, y'all, so y'all can come on in and say what y'all want to say, so we can try to, I just want to get a pulse of what the people are saying. But my thing was this. I was kind of just going along with this shit until something happened that ain't never fucking happened before. And that was when they motherfucking canceled the NBA season. When they canceled the NBA season, that got my attention. I said, uh-oh. I said, oh shit. When they went and canceled baseball, basketball, yard ball, kickball, stickball, handball, tennis, everything got canceled, I said, okay, this some shit is going on now. And I guess my position is that I kind of feel it's one or two things. Either they are testing us to see what we gonna do. Well, it's three things. Either they're testing us to see how the people are gonna react in case some real fuck shit come along. They want to know what to do and what people are gonna do. Number two, they're doing this to make a huge money grab, because it's a lot of motherfuckers getting rich on this shit right now as we speak. It's some motherfuckers getting rich as shit. Retail and motherfucking big pharma and the goddamn medical industry, they are raking in the dough. They clocking dollars. And third is that this shit is really fucked up and shit is about to hit the fan, and motherfuckers, there's gonna be civil unrest. Those are my 3 theories as to what I think is going to happen. It could be a combination of 1 or 2, or maybe even all 3, but that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. And it's like the only thing that I've even seen as far as them, the only thing that really ain't been canceled is like core jobs, like motherfuckers like government entities and shit like that. And shit like daycares ain't really been shut down. And that's because if they shut down the daycares, niggas can't go to work. If niggas can't go to work, niggas ain't getting paid. Niggas ain't getting paid, then niggas gonna be out here on these streets. That's the only thing that I'm like really like nervous about happening next. When motherfuckers can't get no checks, then what is we gonna do? Cause ain't shit for free in this motherfucking country. So that's where I'm at with it. I don't know. I want to hear what y'all think. Let me start up the I'm gonna put the StreamYard joint in here in the description box, and I'm gonna paste the link in there, and y'all can paste it. My mods can paste it around, and then I'm going to start the whatchamacallit, the what do you call it, damn shit, blog talk. I'm gonna start the blog talk with the phone number, and we can really go ahead and start having the discussion. Y'all can tell me what y'all doing, what y'all think. I mean, should we? Is this just some bullshit where if you get sick, you take some NyQuil and you cool unless you're 80, then you might not make it? Or is this some shit where we need to be doomsday prepping because after a while ain't gonna be no resources and motherfuckers gonna be knocking on doors and kicking in doors and raiding and shit for food? Or is this just some shit that we just need to ride out and chill and say, hey, fuck this shit, man, this is bullshit. I had corona back in 81, nigga, and I ain't shit happened to me. Let me know what y'all thinking. So let's go ahead and let's get this young StreamYards going. There we go. All right, there go my StreamYards. I gotta go back into broadcast studio. Yep, because that shit was gone. Man, I'm telling you, that shit was so wild when it ended. Like all my shit just went out. I was like, God damn. I'm glad I didn't start the stream though, because that would have been real fucked up. That would have been really fucked up if I'd have did that. Then I'd have had to go through all that bullshit trying to get it back and trying to figure it out. But let me drop the link in there. Boom. Drop it in there. Boom. There you go. And then I'm going to put it in the description box of the damn thing. So let's hit enter. Go back up and control V it there. Yep, that's saved. So it should be in the description box now. I put it in the link a couple of times. Let me put it in over here on the UGOA side of the game. And where is that? There we go. Let's put that in there. Boom. Put it in there twice. Y'all can, my mods, please feel free to put the shit in. There we go. All right. So we got the link in there. Let's go ahead and go over here to the young thing. Let me make sure that shit is working. Turn that on. Yep, it's good. Okay. So I got to see first what's happening before I can put it on over here. And then we'll be good to go. So let me start up this here broadcast for this. Yep. All right. There we go. Boom. Oh my, this is, we got, yeah. So it's like, I don't know if it's like, how many people out there are really like true doomsday preppers? I mean, y'all already had toilet paper, so y'all was laughing at motherfuckers who had it. Y'all got 2 years of motherfucking canned goods stacked up. You got rations and everything. How many people are ready like that? And then how many people are just like, I ain't buying shit. I don't care about the shit being gone out the grocery stores. I'm good. I'm doing all right now. In 2 weeks, shit gonna be back to normal, and niggas have spent all this money for nothing. How many people are like that? Let's see. Coronavirus discussion. I'll just keep it simple like that. I had a bunch of other shit in there last time, but that shit didn't work out. There we go. All right, and let's see. Boom. Okay. And now I should be able to do a go live, and then duration, we'll do 120, and that should be it. Where is the damn thing at though? All right. Okay, cool. I think we are all set. Don't need no invitations. We got that in there. We got information in here. And don't need that. So we should just be able to go live. All right. So, yes, sir. If anybody wants to hit up the StreamYard, go ahead and do so. I will then check you in. This shit is not going live for whatever reason. I don't know why. I got my tags in there. Short pitch required. And discussion. There we go. All right, there we go. I didn't have enough words in there. Okay, cool. Now we're online. Okay, there we go. Now the number is good. Is that right? 516. Yep. 418-5756. Yes, indeed. All right. So now I'm gonna turn this thing on, and then we'll have the phones ready. I'm gonna turn off all this other shit first. My battery pretty good anyway though, but whatever. Let's just make sure, and we're gonna do this. The host can call in. Yep, and tissue is a reoccurrence you can't create, hunt, or happen upon. I gotcha. All right, let's see. 4. There we go.
To start your show now, press 1. To hear important instructions, press 2.
I want to start my show now, so I'm going to press 1.
Your show will
Blog Talk Radio.
Alrighty. Show is live. There I is. And I am on mute. Cool and cool. That should be good. And I should be able to hear myself through that as well. All right, so cool. There go the number scrolling across the top. The StreamYard link. Let's go ahead and put that back on up in there. We can close that because I don't need to have 30,000 different tabs open. And just have these ones here. There go to StreamYard. All right, cool. And it should be in the description box. So, you are not part of the stream. Click to add your audio and video. I should not have to do that because I'm already a part of the stream, which is right here. Right. Matter of fact, I'm going to test it just to be sure. Actually, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Now, y'all let me know if y'all can hear me off up in here. Yeah, let's see. All right, that's my other computer. So can y'all hear me? Well, wait, damn. Yeah, I need to not do that. Yep. There we go. All right, I just wanted to make sure that it worked. So I just heard myself through the computer now, so we should be good. But my mic was off, so I had to turn my mic off first because I didn't want all this mic on and that mic talking. So yeah. So my sound should be back. Now y'all should be able to hear me because I got my sound back on from my mic. So y'all should be able to hear me here. I was just checking over here on this guy to make sure that this was good. And it is now. I just didn't want to do it to where y'all was like hearing that shit. So we good. All right. So now I can just take this and get myself out of there. Boom. And I'm good. So yeah, buddy. Sound should be good. Yep, I'm back now. All right. So here we go. If you are wanting to call in, you can do that. If not, I'm just going to tell you pretty much what I'm on and what I'm doing in the midst of the young corona epidemic or whatever you want to call it. So here's what I did and here's how I looked at it. So I did go out to the grocery store amongst all those people. Fortunately enough for me, I already I had bought toilet paper and paper towels the week before, so I was already good on that. It takes me and my family quite a bit of time to go through one of those bulk joints, and I went ahead and did that. I also went to the grocery store and got canned goods. I got odds and ends of stuff to cook. I got meat in the freezer already. Well, still some more meat I need to get, but I already got another way to do that. So I went ahead and did that. However, one of the things that I did make sure that I got a hold of was I did a full arsenal assessment. And what I mean by that is I went through and checked all my guns, I checked all of my equipment, and came up with the assessment that there were a few things that were still missing that I just decided to go ahead and get. Thanks to my brother Eric, who's in the chat or was in the chat earlier. We had a few things that we wanted to make sure that we had in case shit does hit the fan. In my thing with me having my wife, my daughter, we're here in Texas for the most part on our own, and I know a few people, but it's pretty much just us. And then it's like my wife, we're expecting a baby, uh, and it's like, man, if shit does go left, if shit does hit the fan, am I ready? That was pretty much the question that I had to ask myself. And when I looked at my equipment, I said, no. There were a few things that I needed to make sure that I had. So I definitely went out and got a few things. I got a plate carrier. I got some plates. I ordered some extra ammo. Um, yeah, and just a few little odds and ends like that, just to make sure that I had everything that I needed in case shit does go left. That, in a sense, is my ultimate fear. The thing that I thank you so much, I appreciate that. The thing that the telephone number, Alfonso, is right at the top of the screen. It's scrolling across now. It has the big Miss Cleo. Call me now. It's 516-418-5756. So the biggest thing that I was really like concerned about was just saying, hey, if shit goes left, and we're just talking, when I say shit goes left or shit hits the fan, I'm talking civil unrest. That means there are no more resources as far as those things that we are so dependent upon day to day. When you have those things that are gone, when the grocery stores are empty, I mean, just think back to like when Katrina hit, right? And Katrina, when it hit, truth be told, there was never an official martial law put into effect. For those of you who don't know, do y'all realize that martial law has never, ever been declared in the United States? We've never had it. They had a military presence in Katrina, in Louisiana for Katrina in New Orleans. They had the military there to take precedent, to establish order again because it was so chaotic. But there's never been a thing to where there's an official call to martial order. And basically what martial order means is that the military runs shit now. When you have that happen, shit is bad. And Just in this thing here with people not with them canceling the NBA and all of these sporting events, no public events are anything over 250. They telling you don't do it. It's canceled. All of that shit going on. It's like what's gonna happen next is gonna be saying not that we strongly recommend, but that you just can't. And when you start taking away people's rights, when you start taking away people's liberties, just think about it. You can right now stop watching this amazing broadcast and could go outside and go to the store. You can go see your grandma. You can go see your auntie. Go hang out with your brother. You can go and just do anything you want. Go to the gas station, get you some cigarillos. Go and buy you some Dairy Queen. Go get you some ice cream or something. You can go do that if you wanted to. If you're in Chicago, go get you a Jewtown Polish or some White Castle. You could go do that. There's a curfew in place. If there's martial law, ain't none of that. And if you on them streets, nigga, you are subject to arrest. Now, kick it up a notch. If you're doing those same exact things, and for some reason, you need something. You under martial law, but you need something. I need food. I need water. I need diapers. I need Similac. Now what are you going to do? Sit at home? You're going to go out there in them streets. And when the stores are empty, what you going to do? You're going to go knock on somebody's door eventually. It's only so many police in the neighborhood. There's so many police that you can have to where if there is civil unrest and everybody is taken to the streets and there's rioting and shit like that going on, when there's rioting, what do the police do? They try to control as best they can, but once they get overwhelmed and outnumbered, they back off and get out of there. So now it's the people ruling themselves, governing themselves. When you get to that point, what you gonna do? It's you against the world. Your back is against the wall. So that's my thing, man. And that's what I was concerned about. And I wanted to make sure that I was prepared for that. All right. So I thought my man Bolo was on the stream, y'all, but I guess he switched off. But I got somebody on the phone line, so let's go and do that. Alrighty. And boom. Caller, you are on the air.
Hello?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I can hear you. Let me make sure that. Let me go ahead and make sure that I got this right there.
You show out, man.
Should be able to hear you.
Doing when you was doing
now?
I'm not
Can
getting
y'all
off
hear
the
him now?
topic, man, but yeah, I enjoyed your show, man, and you bring it from a good perspective when you talk about certain things.
Say something, caller, because I can't hear you now.
Oh
wait, hold on. All right, caller, can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear? Yeah, I can hear you.
Nope.
Can you hear me?
That's there, and call should be coming through.
Hello?
Why folk can't I hear him? Audio.
I can hear. I can hear myself.
Okay, I can turn that down. But let's see if I need to just turn. Can y'all still hear him now? Because I can hear you now. That's weird. He's live. Screen.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm still here.
Okay. Here it is again. We can't. Oh, y'all can't hear the caller. Okay. All right, cool. So I can hear you too. All right, go ahead, bro.
Well, man, this is what I'm saying. I'm 45-year-old businessman, man. I don't want to fail. And you know, I've been around for a while, man. I used to work in a bookstore.
Okay.
Years back. And
Shit.
I think, man, government is doing a quick money grab right now.
You saying it's a money
This
grab?
ain't nothing but the flu. Yeah, this ain't nothing but the money grab. People, let me tell you something. You don't know when the government is doing something when they don't tell you.
Right.
They putting out on the news, you need to go out here and buy bleach. These things that you already should have. You, especially black people, you supposed to have some bleach in your house. You have some peroxide. You're supposed to have some alcohol. You're supposed to have soap and stuff in your house. If you had to run out there and get that.
Yeah. Yeah. Hold on 1 second.
What I'm saying is the government is this is my assumption, and I may be wrong. So when Donald Trump threw that missile out,
I don't know
are you
what
still
it
there?
is that I'm missing, because this usually comes right through and I can hear on both ends. And I don't know why I can't now. Because
can you
y'all
hear
can
me?
hear the caller great now, right? Yeah. But why am I not? Oh, wait, hold up. I think I know why. Let me go here and go to this. Yep, I think I got it. Hold on 1 second, y'all. That should be on. Oh, no, that's on Kodak. That's what I thought it was. And then here's it on Kodak. Yes, it is.
I can hear you fine.
This is so fucked up. Why am I not allowed to hear what is coming through from this feed? And that's going through there, just like everything else. Oh, wait. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
There we go. That's it. Y'all can hear him now?
Yeah. I'm here. 1, 2.
Yep. I can hear you loud and clear now. Caller. Yeah, I can hear him. Can you guys hear the caller now? Just say something for me, caller.
All right. 1, 2. I'm still here.
Cool. There we go. All right. I just had to switch that one input.
Oh.
So we good now. All right. Yeah. Now go
ahead.
All right.
So this is my take. We know that the new technology is what they call it is new strategy of war. Mm-hmm. And when I say new strategy of war, they don't fight with missiles and bullets now. They fight with throwing things in the air. You notice every year around wintertime, everybody start catching colds. And what's the number one thing you got to go get when you get the cold? Cold medicine, cough drops.
Oh, yeah, that's true too.
Flu shot. You got to run to CVS, get you some cough medicine, cough drops. Right. And the people who they attacking is they're attacking the older people who have a weak immune systems. They're attacking people who are not or taking care of their body. They're not eating healthy, so their immune system is weak. People who popping pills. Most of the young people out here are not fully taking care of themselves, being responsible with their body. I work out. I've always worked out. So I work in the elements. So I really don't get colds and stuff like that because my body is immune because I work outside.
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to say is the government already knows 85% of Americans are not healthy. So like you said earlier, the biggest money maker in America is not buying houses, it's not buying cars, it's healthcare. Mm-hmm. And they know all we gotta do is put a strain in the air, get millions of people sick. Doctors and lawyers are the biggest what's my word I want to say hustlers on the planet. If I'm wrong, you tell me.
Yeah, I mean, I agree as far as the law piece. You absolutely always got to have the law. Lawyers are involved in every single thing. And then when you're talking about what medicine is today, it is not designed to heal you. It is designed to keep you
it's temporary
on to whatever it is. Right. It's like they don't like people always talking about. Yeah. I mean, what have we been talking about for the past 70, 80 years is getting a cure for cancer. They don't ever want to find a cure for cancer because it's more money.
Oh, did you hear about the girl? Did you hear about the young lady that found a cure?
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, but it's more people, it's more money in trying to help you live with what ailment you have than to try to cure you of it. Just like with AIDS, HIV. Do you realize that back in the 80s, people were dying from AIDS in a matter of a year to 2 years? Now people they've
You're
come
right.
with enough medicine to where people are living with AIDS to the point to where
They
they even
have
changed the law to where AIDS isn't really considered a terminal disease anymore. All that fuck shit that Charlie Sheen did to all those women, infecting them, knowing that he had it, they can't even charge him with murder or anything like that now because they changed the law in California to where it's not considered a terminal illness.
nope. And every, every 4 years, you notice they come with a new strain of some kind of different kind of disease. Every 4 years they come with it.
And that's the thing about this.
And,
With
and
Corona,
I talk.
that's the thing they're saying about Corona is that it's a different strand to the point to where that's what they're trying to kill, because they said Corona has been out for a few years, but this is a different strand of it. Just like
Yeah, it's been out for a while.
Yeah,
it's
just
been
like
out
with
since
the H1N1.
it's
Same
been out
thing.
since same thing. And and you notice that died out. Everybody was going crazy when that happened. And I don't mean to hold you up on the phone, man. This is a good topic.
No, you
My
good.
child mother
Yeah,
is
you
a
good.
nurse. She's been a nurse for over 25 years. And she told me straight off, and I'm not going to put her out there like that, but she told me straight off, she said 85% of what they go to school for is common sense. And the rest of it is based on, you just having, the common sense of, okay, this is what you need to do. My mama died in 2007.
Mm-hmm.
And he had a disease that during that time they didn't have a cure for.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, 10 years later, they got medication that make you live longer. So like you said, man, they got it to the point that they get you hooked on the medicine enough that you got to keep taking it to stay alive. And if you can't afford, if you don't have the income to afford the medicine, then you might as well get ready to start praying your funeral.
Yeah.
And that's why I be trying to tell these young people, oh man, I don't want to vote. I don't want to go out there and vote. If you notice the 3 topics in any voting is what? Healthcare, food stamps, and now I can't think of the number, man. We get on this phone, man.
Yeah, I know, man.
You get brain locked.
It's all right. But I get
but
what
man,
you're saying.
Like I said, man.
I get what you're saying as far as, like I said, I've entertained that thought of it being like a money grab too, just because of what the medicine, what the medicine industry does and how they look at it when it comes to big pharma and all the things that they have control over and the things that they have their
This
hands
is what I
in.
want to know. What do toilet paper have to do with the virus right now?
Well, see, the thing about toilet paper is that that's one of those things that it's a thing that we're comfortable with. It's a comfort for us. We don't, indoor plumbing and shit like that. That's a given here. So we don't function
how old
in
are
that
you?
being out there. So it's like people went to the store to buy all of the toilet paper because they want to have toilet paper. That's just their thing.
How
it's
old
like,
are you?
Just like with bottled water. Ain't nothing said that the water system been contaminated or anything like that. It's like we just want to have bottled water. First thing somebody tell you when something goes wrong, I gotta get water. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's just one of the things that we just naturally, instinctively do because we think that's one of the bare necessities that we gotta have. Well, water is, but as far as toilet paper,
let me
paper
tell you
towels,
something right quick, man.
Yeah, yo, I can't hear you.
I grew up in '89. You know what I'm saying? My mama grew up when we grew up. When you ran out of toilet paper, my mama said, you better go in there and get that damn newspaper.
Yeah, exactly.
You remember
and worst case scenario, as nasty as it may sound, we run out of toilet paper, your ass gonna use a wash rag. That's what you gonna use to wipe your ass.
A wash rag.
That's
you better
what
go in there and get that newspaper.
Yeah. You are exactly
right. These young kids are spoiled, man. This generation is spoiled. And I told my daughter, I said, if anything was to ever happen and y'all have to go on survival mode, y'all ain't gonna be able to do it because y'all used to Google shit.
Yep.
Y'all know how to go out in the woods and know what flower to eat or know what plant to eat or know how to cook something or know how to start a fire or let me Google it.
Man, bro, let me tell you something. Most of us don't even know we don't know how to do a simple thing. Most of us, especially black folks, most of us don't even know how to do a simple thing as far as fish. We don't even know how to fish.
Exactly.
I mean, just simple, go out here, catch bass, catch crappie, catch catfish, perch, whatever the case. Most of us don't even know how to fish. I have personally fished maybe 3 times in my entire life. I know how to do it, but most people don't even know what it takes to actually go and fish. Niggas will be YouTubing that shit.
Hey, do you remember that movie that not Charlie Sheen? What's the one that did the God's name that damn movie? When because they made a new version of it when the Chinese people came to the U.S. and invaded the U.S. and then them 4 white boys they ran and hid and they started fighting against the Chinese people. You remember that movie?
No, I don't remember that one.
But anyway, if we ever, like you said,
Red Dawn. My brother Easy, he a movie buff like me. He came up with it, Red Dawn.
Yeah, Red Dawn. If we ever have to go to that point of survival mode, I'm gonna tell you right now, bro, you can kill this generation.
Yeah.
Because they don't have the grandfathers me and you had. They don't have the mamas me and you had. Like, we know how to put some shit together to make it.
Yeah. Yeah. And
we didn't have ramen noodles.
Right. I was about to say, it's like I've been in situations where my brother can tell you, we've been in situations where we was broke, didn't have shit, but $10 to both of our names and had to survive for 2 weeks on $10 for food. Me and my brother, and I'm talking about straight up bologna, salami, a loaf of bread, and that's it, and some mustard. 2 weeks till a nigga get paid again. On the real, it's like shit.
Hey, look, the pot of milk.
Man, I'm telling you, yes, government cheese and all of that. It's like, and that's the thing as far as just with the panic of this. And I do have to concede the fact that even myself, I'm part of the victim of that too, to where there was a sense of panic to being out in the street and getting resources and having supplies and stuff because we don't know what's ultimately going to happen here. It's just like, when y'all remember, and after this, I'm going to go ahead and bring in Bolo after this too. But do y'all remember when Y2K came about? Y2K came about and niggas...
Hey, let me ask you something. I'm going to say this right here before I forget it. If you ask a black person how to funnel water, like if your water system go out, if you ask a black person, well, if you can't get in the water and the water system shuts down, do you know how to funnel water to clean it?
Oh, no.
The average young black man gonna be, no. That motherfucking young boy, you know how to change the damn tire.
Yep. Young, I was just about to say that. Young people don't even know how to do basic stuff like that, change the tire, let alone, they don't know you can take, people don't know this. And this is just some knowledge real quick. Eric, you can't say shit because you come from a different cloth of niggas. You ain't included. You are the anomaly, sir. So no, you don't get to say you do. But I'm going to say this. Most people don't know this. Number one, if you bring water to a boil, you can boil off most of the bullshit that's in water, and then it becomes drinkable. If you bring it up to a boil, you let the shit boil for a few minutes, you let the shit cool down, you now have drinkable water. Number two, water sources that are in the home, your water tank heater. If shit goes left and everything's cut off, ain't no power, ain't no electricity, ain't no water, nothing, you got in most houses anywhere between 25 to 50 gallons, in some houses 80 gallons of fresh water in your water heater tank. Third source of water is the back of your toilet. May sound nasty to your ass, but that water that's in the back of your toilet, that come from your main water line, just like everything else. Drinking water. So if something does go wrong, you don't need to be flushing. You need to bury your shit outside. You dig a hole outside, and that's what you shit in. And you cover that up. But you take that water that's in the back tank of your toilet, and you put that in bottles, and that's drinking water. How many toilets do most people have in their house? At least 2.
I wish you would come on more than you do, because I catch you. You might come on more, but I don't get your live feeds as much.
Yeah. Well, make sure you just
that
subscribe
I
to
don't
the
know how
channel
long.
and subscribe to the channel and click that bell notification to make sure that you get them. I usually stream every other day. It's just that this past week was a little rough and shit was a little wild, but usually every other day I try to stream about something, goddamn it. But yeah, man, this is
you need to home in. You need to home in on this topic right here, bro.
Yeah.
If you hit anything today, this topic you need to hit on, because these young kids right here, in this generation, they stuck on dumb.
Yeah.
All they worried about is like.
It's partially our fault. This is the things that have gotten lost on how we used to be, and I'm sure you in your mid-40s, like you said. See, even back then, there were men that weren't as prevalent in the home. A lot of us didn't have fathers in the home. I fortunately had mine literally right around the corner, but there was still men in the neighborhood when we were growing up. We still had uncles living with us. We still had man next door across the street that worked on cars. We still had men that worked with their hands still in the neighborhood. My next door neighbor, Mr. Morrell, shout out to Mr. Morrell, literally my second father. Literally my second father. I mean, the man was a man's man. The man, one of the strong, I never saw another man literally pick up and carry transmissions with one hand. I've seen this man walking up into his yard because he was a transmission repairman. He was a mechanic. Literally would pick up a transmission with his hands. That's how fucking strong he was. But he had a trade. He always taught us kids, showed us kids how to do stuff. We learned how to do things. I helped him build a concrete wall in front of his house. Showed him how, just those type of things. He was always that kind of man. And we had men like that in the neighborhood. Well, now, because of the lack of fathers in the homes, that whole aspect is gone. Ain't no more granddaddies no more. Granddaddies ain't out doing. Granddaddies damn near dead nowadays, or they ain't shit nowadays because they young as shit. They granddaddies nowadays.
Let me throw this out there.
Go ahead.
Let me throw this out to people right here that ain't ready for this one. If you ever run out of gas and if you got a generator and the gas and you're not near no gas, you know you can unhook the motor that makes the electricity from the generator, hook it up to a bicycle, and hook it up to if you got skills in the mind, and you get somebody to pedal the bike, you can use that same motor from the generator and put it behind. Some way you gotta have common sense in inventing them. And most of these young people do have that part.
Yeah,
I will give them that. This generation right here just don't have common sense. And I tell my daughter all the time, you can be smart and all outdoors, but if you don't have no common sense, in the scary movies, it's always the smart people that get killed, ain't it?
Yeah.
And I tell these young people out here, y'all more advanced in technology than we were. But if it came to survival mode, the women gonna come follow me and you because we know how we gonna keep people alive.
Yeah. Yep.
And I don't know how more. My homeboy said, "Don't give up on them, man. Just keep on talking." But man, I see a decline in the young black men about trying to learn.
Right.
And society is teaching so many of our young black men about it's more important to be in the in crowd or to worrying about somebody liking me on Facebook and, instead of getting out here, getting a job,
right.
They worrying about a title and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And, like I said, man, I don't need to keep up your time, man.
Yeah, but, well, I'm going to go ahead and...
my grandma was a school teacher.
I appreciate your call, man, and I'm going to go ahead and respond to what you said. I'm going to let you go, but I'm going to respond to what you said. So it's like we have to do things like this to where we at least provide the information. And I urge anybody that has just the ability to just put information together and put it on your Facebook, put it out in the world, put the information that you have. If it's actual information, if it's steps, rules, tips, all of that kind of stuff. Put that kind of stuff together so that people can have access to it, because a lot of young people, they just don't know because they just don't know. They don't know because they're not exposed to it. Yes, it's a lot of young people that, oh, I ain't got time for that shit. I'll fuck that shit, nigga. I don't want to be bothered with that bullshit. But there are a lot of them that just don't know because they haven't been exposed to it. And once you expose them to it, that light can go off. Well, it can come on. And then they can get a thirst for something different. So it's like we have to take the things that we know and the things that we want to talk about and those things that we think people should know and we know that we ain't giving to nobody else, and do those things by doing something like this and putting it out there. All I'm doing now is just having a conversation. Because right now, today, I'm for the most part okay with what's going on in the world where I can deal with it. I'm at least right now anywhere between 30 to 60 days okay. With the shit that could go left, shit goes to just hell in a handbasket in the next 2 weeks, I could survive fairly decent for the next 30 to 60 days. I would be good. But there are a lot of people who aren't even close to being in my position, and that's why I wanted to talk about this. So let me see if I can bring in Bolo. I just want to make sure that my Streamlabs is going on right. Let's see. Now y'all can hear that, but I can't. Can y'all hear that little testing noise? Y'all let me know if y'all can hear that or not, because then I don't know if this is working, if I need to switch this plug back or something. Okay, so y'all can hear that. Cool. So I just probably need to just switch back over. Where did Bolo gone? Oh, okay. Bolo called in. Cool. No problem. All right. There you go. Bolo, you there, brother?
Oh, yeah, baby. What's going on?
All right. There you go, bro. Go ahead. You got the floor.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. We can hear you loud and clear, man. Go ahead, brother.
Oh, yeah. First of all, I want to say happy birthday to your wife.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. I'm sure she's saying thank you.
Yeah. So I think, the most important thing I think that we need to understand is communication is the most important thing. And when you're dealing with a family like you and I do, you need to surround yourself, because it's just so much that you can do by yourself when you're the only man trying to protect your family. You have to surround yourself with like-minded people. You have to. And that's where that village comes in. That's where you're communicating and everyone is sharing information and trying to get to that next level so that we can all protect each other.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the first thing. Preparation is the most important. Preparing yourself and being ready. You need to understand that, there's different levels to all of this shit. There's different levels to it. So we know that when you go to the doctor, doctors usually treat the symptoms and not the illness. And we all know about soft killing and all these things, with what they put into the air and what they put into our medications and all that stuff. So we have to start to educate ourselves on self-preservation, like you were saying, going into emergency mode. When things break down, can you start a fire?
Yeah.
Do you know how to fish, like you said? Do you know how to purify water? These are things that we need to know, because if you can't see these things happening, and this is the problem with us here in America. America, they have us living in this, microwavable time where everything is instantaneous. But when you come out of America, all these other countries, the people that are living in these third world countries, they're self-sufficient, believe it or not.
Yeah.
Because they're not used to having everything done for them. They're not used to going to Google or going to YouTube and looking something up. So we have to get off our asses and start learning how to shoot. Start learning how to make our own bullets. Start learning all these things, because if they don't see what's coming down the pipeline, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We need to stop being sheeple, because sheeple are always going to be led to the slaughter.
Yeah, that's very
So
true.
we have to start preparing ourselves. You have to start preparing yourself. You have to start by, and sometimes people don't have the money to go buy things in abundance. Buy things every week. Buy some canned goods every week. Buy some peroxide every week. Alcohol every week. Buy walkie-talkies. Buy analog radios. Buy shortwave radios. Buy batteries. These are things that we need. You need to prepare, man.
Yeah.
You have to.
Yeah, and I think that there has to just be an overall. It's like these are the times. It's like when you're talking about getting these things together, and it's like, and not to say that most women don't know how to do this, but there's a great percentage of women that aren't concerned with this. They aren't concerned with saying, well, what do I have for my bare necessities? But what if shit don't go right? Because there's such a culture of just women having access to resources. Woman ain't got nowhere to stay. What she can do? She can go to the government, or she can go to her local nigga and have somewhere to stay. But when you're talking about resources, not being available, what if the government shut down and they say, hey, ain't shit left? What if they tell you, what happens when they say ain't no more food stamps? People gonna lose their mind, and then after you lose your mind, you go crazy, you go out in the streets, you protesting and all that, talking about fuck Trump. What's gonna happen at night though when you really hungry? You're now gonna be relying on what? Yourself and your ability to go out and get those resources. Or you gonna be hoping that some nigga will do it for you. That's what's gonna happen. So it's like those are the things that we don't that women just take for granted, because like I said, they're just so used to having it that when they don't, they got ramen noodles and shit like you got on here now, but what happens when those run out? What happens when there ain't what happens when the grass has grown in the parking lot of Walmart because ain't shit been in Walmart because ain't shit moving no more? You know what I'm saying? When you go to a store, to a gas station, and it's literally abandoned, when the rioting and the looting has taken place and ain't shit left, what do you do then? It's like, it's going to be, hey, I'm going to go try to find somebody who got it, and I'm going to try to take it. Are you ready for that? There was some friends of mine on TV back in Michigan, some young girls that my wife and I know that used to go to our church, and they were online talking about all the shit they got. Yeah, we got our toilet paper, we got our paper towels, we got our canned goods. And I was like, are they fucking kidding me? I literally got on their live and was like, hey, look, y'all better stop telling people what the hell y'all got. Because when a motherfucker sitting at home, they gonna come and be like, oh yeah, I need to go make a withdrawal over at their house because there ain't nothing over there but some women. Like, y'all better stop telling these people what y'all got over here before somebody come and say, yeah, I couldn't get no paper towels, but I know somebody who do got some. And they'll be talking about, yeah, we just came out to check on y'all and be like, y'all doing all right? Yeah, we all right. Well, since y'all doing all right, then why don't y'all let me have? Then what you gonna do? That's what I'm saying, because it's like, motherfucker better not come ring my doorbell, knock on my door for shit. I don't give a fuck. You can don't do it. Don't do it. Shit go left. I'ma have that shit you see on them people that live off the grid up in the mountains and shit. Them people that ain't a part of society, they have no trespassing. They have do not enter. They have private property. Yeah. That's all you gonna see on my front lawn. Yeah, my neighbor 10 feet away from me, but damn it, it's a new day. If I catch you on my property, you are trespassing. That's exactly how I'm gonna you gotta look at it. Because if you don't, people are gonna pull it. They gonna pull it.
And that's what and that's the biggest
go ahead.
And that's the biggest issue. The biggest issue is gonna be, it's not gonna be the police coming into your neighborhood. It's gonna be your neighbors that sit there and did not prepare. They did not take precautions in situations like that. And when they see that you're the only house on the block with the generator that has light, instead of them coming together, and you know how black folk is, and you know how Hispanic folk is, instead of them coming together and saying, let's add to what this man has, one thing they're going to want to do is, let's come take what this man has. So the bulk of your ammunition is going to be for the neighborhood that you in. It ain't going to be for the white man. Yep. It's going to be for the people in your neighborhood that's coming to try and take what you have.
Yep.
And you're sitting there and you're telling, and this is my attitude on it. There's enough information that's out there for you to know that you know something is coming down. There's enough information for you to see when you turn this television on. So if you do not prepare yourself, whatever happens, you deserve.
Yep.
That's my attitude with it.
Yep.
That's my attitude. And it's sad to look at it, but I prepare, and that's what I always kick that you need to be around like-minded people.
Yes.
Because if you hang out with 11 broke people, you become the 12th sooner or later. So you have to be around like-minded people. They don't have to be exactly like you, but they have to understand that there's something, this can't go on, continue going on. There are wars going on as we're talking right now.
I believe the rule is they say that the 5 people that you spend the most time with are a direct reflection of your success, how successful you're going to be in life. So you think about the 5 people that you spend the most time with, based on where they are in their lives, is a direct reflection or indicator as to what your life, the success level in your life. And you think about that in itself, the people you just think about it, go on your phone and look at who you call the most. Think about who you spend time with on a day-to-day basis, on the weekends, or whatever the case may be. Those 5 people that you spend the majority of your time with are the direct indicators to the level of success you will achieve in your life. And when you in the neighborhood that's fucked up, that's in the hood, it ain't nothing but a bunch of just bullshit and fuckery going on every day, that's one thing. But if you spending time with those same people, then that's something of a totally different nature, because that's what you are going to be. You ain't gonna get no higher than that.
Exactly.
You're not gonna get no higher than that.
And you know what? The sad thing is,
the
sad thing is our people don't see that. Our people don't see it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's you need, all of this is getting this information and understanding that you as the man, you as the head of the house, your job is to protect, lead, guide, and provide for your family.
Yep.
So when there is no supermarket, no Walmart, and your child, your baby girl, your baby boy is crying, and their stomach is growling, they're going to look to you.
Yeah.
They're going to look to you.
Yep.
And you, and all the time you had, you didn't take the time to prepare yourself to understand what's going on. You don't know how to stitch a cut. You don't know how to make a fire. You don't know how to, purify water. These are little things that we need to watch, man. And these are other things that we need to learn. When I started doing this, little doomsday prepping, I'm not that heavy, but I'm good enough. When I went to a gun show, when I went to go shooting, and I saw a little white girl, 12, 10 years old out there shooting.
Yep.
That day I decided to bring my kids with me.
Yep.
That day. You need to know how to use a bow and arrow, how to catch a deer, how to do this, what berries to eat, what berries not to eat, what snakes to stay away from. We need to know these things, man.
Yeah.
We need to know it.
And oddly enough, my mom
and you said something good.
My mom just asked that. She's like, "Are you gonna take?" Asked me if I was gonna take my daughter to go shooting. Yeah, I said no. I said she's about to be 7. I said I'm gonna test her a little bit to see maybe this summer if she can handle it. I said, and then I'll give her maybe 1 or 2 more years if she's not ready. I said, but by 10, she gonna have a rifle. I'm buying her a 22 by the time she's 10. She's
there
gonna.
You go.
She's gonna. If
you
she
know
don't
what you
take
can have
to
her
it
start
on her
doing?
own, by
have
then,
her start breaking the gun down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't have her shoot, but have her just start breaking it down and become familiar with it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So that when you do take her shooting, it's not something that's foreign to her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think what you just said was very key. What you said was very key when you said that, sometimes, in this younger generation, they may not have that information. Not that they don't want it. It's just that they don't know it.
Yeah.
So I think that, we need to figure out how to get this information out, because out here in New York, they had a light quarantine in New Rochelle where the National Guard came out and things of that nature. So what happens when they shut everything down?
Exactly.
New York City, everything is trucked in. There's no food that's growing. And everything is a tunnel or a bridge to come in and out. So a week with no food, you have pandemonium.
Yeah.
And what the government's going to do is exactly what you said. If they can't do anything to stop the rioting, all they're going to do is contain it.
Yep. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna go a step
It's
further.
not going to come into these different neighborhoods.
I'm gonna go a step further and tell y'all this. When you talking about shit hitting the fan, civil unrest, rioting, and all that kind of stuff, the very minute it happens in our neighborhood, in the hood, that's gonna be the first place they're gonna pull out of. They gonna let us,
Of
black
course.
folks, us niggas, they gonna let us tear
Handle
each
each other
apart. I promise y'all that.
Yes, sir.
They gonna let us do it. They are not gonna they gonna pull back so quick, you gonna be like, damn, did they even show up? They gonna pull them out of there so quick, and they gonna step back and say, hey, let them take each other apart. If
exactly.
It's a frenzy.
Even integrated.
And we gonna be just amongst each other
exactly.
like fucking cannibals. I'm telling you. They're gonna go back and
you know, it's so crazy.
They're gonna protect the rich neighborhoods. They're gonna protect the
yep.
poor neighborhoods. That's who gonna get the protection and the resources. The National Guard, and when they come in there first to
yep.
establish perimeters. They gonna come to the hood last. Believe that. I remember.
You just read my mind, brother.
I want to say it was 2010 or 2011, one of those years. But it was the 4th of July weekend, and there's a project not too far from my house called Altgale Gardens. And there was so much shooting the 4th of July weekend, 86 people got shot in just this small area. Altgale Gardens is maybe about a 5-block radius, maybe about 5 blocks big. But in that little area, there was so much shooting. The police literally pulled out. We was like, man, and it was the project was so close to my house in Chicago, we could hear it. We were literally outside 4th of July, like, God damn, they are shooting like that. And some of the police officers from our neighborhood was riding by, and we like, dude, what the fuck is going on over there in Altgale? They was like, man, they shooting so much, nigga, they pulled us out. We said, what? He said, nigga, they told us to get out of there. Literally, get out of there. That's how much shooting was going on.
Yeah.
And we talking about from like sundown, all this shooting and shit going on, to literally the wee hours of the morning. And the same shit went on that whole weekend. 86 people were shot. We're not talking about how many shots were fired. 86 people got shot in 2 days.
Wow.
Pulled them out. Said,
and you know,
even get out of
even
there,
when
we can't do nothing. It's too much shooting.
Right. And you know, it's so crazy. Even when you're integrated, we're still segregated in our neighborhoods. Mm-hmm. And in situations like that, when it gets too crazy, and like you said, they make that perimeter. All they got to do is just drop a bomb. All they got to do is just drop such and such.
I'm telling you, man.
You know,
what they'll wind up doing in the hood when the National Guard do come in, they're gonna use that as practice. All right, let's run an exercise. We're gonna ride through here with these tanks, with these armored cars. We're gonna shoot tear gas all through this motherfucker, see what happens, and then we're gonna start. We're gonna get out. If we get fired upon, we will fire on them, and that's what's gonna happen. And you gonna see people on live talking about the police just shooting at us. Damn, they are shooting us down there.
Right.
That's what's gonna happen. I'm telling you. Don't
and
think
that's,
for one
and that's
minute
the sadness, man.
Yeah, we have this thing and this comfort of our government always taking care of us, and that's not the reality of it. Sometimes the reality is,
and you know, it's so crazy, Brian.
You want to go get taken care of as well as you take care of yourself.
Exactly. And you know, it's so crazy, Brian. You know, like I said earlier today, you know, I'm just watching, you know, around YouTube, and I'm just looking at how us as black people, we tear each other down.
Yeah.
Now, imagine, and I'm just seeing how we do it on YouTube. People don't even know each other. People have never met each other. They only have YouTube relationships, and they're wishing death on people. They're wishing rape on people. They're wishing all of this. Now, can you imagine what we would do face to face to each other?
Man, exactly.
You don't reverence your own brother. How much more these people looking in on us? How much more are they gonna reverence your life?
And that's what
we don't
understand that. That's that's one of my biggest problems with black folks, us niggas, loose niggas, whatever you want to call it. We don't understand the concept of saying, hey, the expectation that you have, and I use this analogy in relationships all the time, relationship advice. The expectations that you have for somebody else, you need to already have them established for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You want a man to treat you right, you want a woman to treat you right, you need to be treating yourself right yourself. If you don't have enough self-esteem to take care of yourself or to treat yourself in the manner in which you want to be treated, that's where the work is, right there in the door. You have to put yourself in a position to where you matter enough to where you're willing to show any and everybody, nah, you ain't gonna do that to me because I ain't gonna let you do it to me. Not my expectations of you as a person. I'm gonna show you what it is I expect. You ain't gonna talk to me this kind of way. You ain't gonna treat me this kind of way. You're not gonna use me this kind of way. And I don't care how good your vagina is. I don't give a damn how big your penis is. I have standards to myself to where I will not reduce myself to just some good ass or some good dick. And when you can do that, you open yourself up to a whole different level of people. Not, oh, I'm gonna get the this knight in shine. You putting yourself on a whole different level of people. That's where you need to be.
Let me throw something on. Let me throw this on top of that.
The government side. Go ahead.
Let me throw this on top of that. Right on top of that, how do we expect our children to have that example, to know what that standard is, if we're not providing them that example and that standard when they're children?
Exactly. Because they're and the thing is,
how do we?
They're watching us. They're learning it from us.
There you go.
You go. Even when a child is not able to speak, they have eyes and they have ears. They are processing that information from us. They are watching us. That was just like the other day when Tommy was doing that stream about the Jasmanian devil, when he was talking about her, how she was going off talking all that shit and all of that kind of stuff, and she was doing all of this stuff and yelling and screaming, and it's like all that time that she's doing that baby is right there in her arms. Yeah, the Roach Queen. That baby is in her arms. Whether it's a little baby, the baby can't talk or none of that stuff, I get it. But that baby is receiving that information. The voice inflection, the language, the words, all of that kind of stuff. That baby is processing all of that information. And it's like when you think that kid is going to get older, what that kid is going to respond to is that noise level.
And you know what they don't get it? What they don't get is, remember, before we ever had language, we had body language.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's a lot of times that I'll watch television and I'll turn the volume off just to see if I can kind of figure out what the two people are talking about, just due to body language. Yeah. Because a lot of the times you may not have sound and you might have to figure out what's being said or what the issue might be just by body language. So when this child is only hearing vibrations and sounds, they're reading your vibe, they're reading your vibration, and they're seeing it, that vibe that you're pushing out, that negative that you're pushing out. I mean, he was playing some videos today, and some of the things, he was playing a video of True Freeman, and some of the things he was saying about his daughter, god damn.
Exactly.
I was like, yo, Duke, are you?
And it's like when you think about what you, it's like this. There's a certain level of entertainment, if you will. There's a certain level of character, if you will, that people will generate, even though it's not a part of them. So it's just like when you have, and it's like there are certain people, like I know what's funny. I have a very, very strong sense of just, of just sense of humor. I can find some funny shit, and that's one of the reasons why Tommy and I get along so well. It's like because of how we grew up and the era in which we grew up, we can identify a lot of funny shit. And the shit is hilarious. I know how to make motherfuckers laugh. I learned how to talk about people because I was a kid that got talked about. And it was like when I grew up, there was, I was a fat kid and motherfuckers talked about me all the time until I got tired of it. So by the time I was in like 8th grade on through high school, my first 2 years in high school, I got talked about. And then I started talking about motherfuckers. My daddy was funny. My aunts was funny. My uncle was funny. And I started using that shit. And it got to the point to where I started making motherfuckers laugh, and I was able to make a motherfucker laugh by talking about their ass. It got to the point to where I was so motherfucking confident in that shit. I used to start off with myself. A nigga say something like, oh, look at Brian fat ass. I'd be like, okay, nigga, let's get this out the way. I'm fat. Yup. And I ain't got no name brand clothes. Yup. But nigga, my shoes ain't looking like a motherfucking can of Pringles, nigga. Now let's talk about that shit, because that shit you can change. I can't go lose this weight right now because I don't want to, but let's talk about the motherfucking hat you got on. Let's talk about the lining on your forehead. It's like I was able to do that, but I learned that shit. So it's like there's a certain level of just entertainment that you want to bring to it. But then what a lot of these niggas are doing now, they're making shit up and fabricating shit, not embellishing, but fabricating shit to a persona that they can't even recognize who they are themselves, and they get lost in this shit. Them niggas really get lost in this shit to where they're saying shit that they don't even realize how they're contradicting themselves 2 days ago, 2 weeks ago, 2 months ago, 2 years ago. That's how fucking
well, you know what?
they're
trying to be something
into this. Yeah, and it's sad to see somebody to where this is all that they have and this is all that they're clinging to where I gotta keep spending this bullshit, even though I know it ain't real and everybody else know it ain't real. I have nothing else to move on to, so this what I gotta do. This what I gotta do, and it's like.
But you know what that has a lot to do with too, Brian. You know what that has a lot to do with too, man? That has a lot to do with, you know, especially in our community, mental illness, brother.
Yeah.
A lot of the times, you know, a lot of the times these people that are on YouTube or on social media, you know, whether it be the Twitter or the Instagram, these people have mental illness or depression. They don't have no life outside of the YouTube or whatever, and they can be whoever they want. Yes. On the YouTube. That's why when you have a lot of times when you converse with these people or you have a conversation with these people, it's like reasoning with a 10-year-old. Yep. That common sense isn't common. And, you know, truth isn't truth. And it's like when you sit there and you say something to them and they go on a tangent on.
Yeah, and I will say this.
You know,
and to those people that always say that I don't never say shit wrong, bad about Trump. From Donald Trump, Barack Obama, George Bush, Bill Clinton, George Bush Sr., all of them, Reagan, all of them, their greatest travesty of all of their administrations has been them slowly but surely chipping away and destroying all of the mental illness facilities. Think about how they're used to, and those of you that are around my age and older, y'all remember there used to be the crazy house, right? Don't y'all remember that? I know I do. I remember the crazy house. We had one in Illinois down in Monee. We had there was one I want to say it was either downtown or it was on the west side. But there were crazy houses everywhere. People who were not mentally able to function in society, there were places for them to go. They weren't just out on the streets. You will see some that will come and go. You will see some that will go get help, and then they will be able to come home for a while until their next motherfucking psychotic break, and they shit their ass back off. But there was a place for those people to go and to be taken care of. Now, there aren't any places for that. If you a crazy motherfucker, you either gonna get locked up, shot up, or left on the streets to fend for yourself. And anything that you do, it is what it is. Society has to suffer for it. And it's because they've taken away those resources. They closed all of those homes. They closed all of those institutions. They did that. And they were fine with it. But we've allowed them to do that. And that's the thing, like before when the other
this is why
voting. Go ahead.
But this is why we have to start. This is why We cannot allow, or we cannot wait anymore for the government, for the state to get involved in making what we need to do right. We cannot wait. We have to start checking ourselves. We have to start making places safe where, if I'm a man and I do have an issue, that I can call up Brian and be like, yo, man, I'm feeling weak. You know what I'm saying? Things in my life ain't going well, without the fear of Brian judging me, without the fear of Brian calling me this or calling me that. We have to start making safe havens for our children, for our brothers, for our sisters. Because like you just said so eloquently, these things have been taken away from us. And before the government got involved, we had this village.
And one of the things that
if Brian was sick and he couldn't afford a babysitter, the next door neighbor would be like, yo, I got you. Go handle your business. Go do what you need to do. We need to get back to that where we take care of each other.
And my thing is this,
we need to do that.
Well, here's my thing too, though. Everybody that works a job and pays taxes, this is for you. This thing and this expectation that we have of our government officials, our elected officials, this is something that we are in control of, and we have lost our way in that. The other day when they showed that Joe Biden cussing out the guy at the factory or whatever, telling the dude, you want to step outside, and his dumb ass talking about, we going to take your AR-14s. You don't need an AR-14. You don't need 100 rounds or whatever. Had the damn gun wrong and all that shit. Fine, whatever. I don't care. That guy said something that was extremely important and extremely powerful. He said, hey, man, you work for me. And Joe Biden, because he's such a political and an elite political official, he was offended by that. Like, he had the face of, motherfucker, what? I don't work for you. I'm Joe Biden. That in itself showed me that was one of the biggest takeaways, aside from the fact that he didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. But one of the biggest takeaways from that interaction was that he had the audacity to have the position to not even be smart enough to play the role and concede and be like, yeah, you know what, you right. I'm sorry, man. I just got a little upset. He had the attitude of saying, how dare you, motherfucker? I am Joe fucking Biden, former vice president, state senator, whatever the fuck. I'm the man, motherfucker, and I'm about to be president. I don't work for you. That goes to show you how we as the people have let these politicians literally run amok. We don't hold politicians
and how have we done that?
For shit, because we don't have an
agenda.
How
have we done that?
We've done that by not having an agenda.
You know how we've done that? By being lazy.
We don't have an agenda, and we don't threaten with our vote. We don't go to our congressmen. We don't go to our state senators. We don't go to our house reps and tell them, motherfucker, we want 4 things done, and if you don't do them, don't even ask for our vote next year. That's what we won't do.
Or you know what
that's where we need to get to that point where we're saying, do this or your ass is out. I don't want to hear shit. I don't want to hear, oh, it's a process, or we trying, or we ain't going to give up. We going to keep hope alive. All that shit aside. Hey, man, look, Doc, me and these 8,000 people here, we want these 4 things done. Can you do it? Yes. All right. If you don't have it done in 2 years, we're voting your ass out. Well, I need more time than that. No, man. If you can do it, you better do it in 2 years. If not, get the fuck out.
Right. But you know, sometimes too, Brian, a lot of the times we get complacent and we get lazy and say, you know what, let the government handle it for us, and we're just going to relax and just chill. Along with what you just said.
Yeah.
If we can understand and say that, you know what, these people work for us, right? Yeah. So your councilman, your alderman, you know what I'm saying? You go into them and say, yo, listen, man, you need to understand something. This bus route ain't going to work. We need you to change this. We need to stop being so lazy, and we need to start holding their foot to the fire and saying that you have to do this for us.
Yep.
And we're getting too complacent. Yep. We're letting them run amok. And then, you know, when you let someone run amok, what are they going to do?
They're going to get beside themselves and think that, you know what? This system is mine. It ain't for the people anymore and by the people. It's about me. And that's exactly what you just said, that these politicians are so used to us being lazy and for us just letting them create the policy, letting them do whatever the fuck they want to do, that they're like, you know what? They forgot who they work for.
Yes. There needs to, we have to put the fear of because these politicians at the end of the day, because I saw somebody put in there that Joe Biden works for the corporations. All politicians do. They're all in bed with corporations. But the thing is, we have to put into them the fear of them losing their position, because if they don't have the position, they have no power with the corporate. They have no leverage with the corporation. The corporations only want to deal with the people that are in position. We are the people that put the people in position. So we say, hey, you go and you represent us. If you don't represent us and you want to get in bed with company XYZ, then hey, that's okay. Hear me. That's okay as long as we benefit from that relationship. If my alderman, if my state rep, if my whoever the fuck congressman wants to get in bed with fucking Pfizer, wants to get in bed with Procter and Gamble, I'm okay with that if my community is benefiting from it. That's the thing.
Right.
You want to go ahead and make sure, hey, you want to have the political backing, yep, but you want to have these corporations to funnel in hundreds of thousands and millions of dollars into your community through your congressman, through your state representative, through those people. Great. But you need to make sure that that's happening and they're just not getting promised a board seat after they run their vested time and now they get their retirement and their pension from the government because they did their 7 years or their 2 terms. So now they get free health care and now they get a pension for the rest of their life. Then they leave that position, hand it over to their son or give it to their son-in-law or to their daughter, and then they go sit on the board at this big-ass corporation on the board, and they get a fucking $500,000 salary for doing jack shit every year because they help push through Prop 18 or Law 458 that gave the motherfucking corporations carte blanche to do whatever. That's how the shit works.
Yes, you listen, my man. You
That's
are 100%
so we have
correct.
to take position and say, hey, look, no, you want to be cool with them? That shit better benefit us, or we gonna vote your ass out. Now you can promise that money, you can promise all this shit to your company if you want to, motherfucker. But if we ain't getting a cut, I guarantee you, your ass won't be in office in 2 years to where you will benefit from it. And when that corporation that shit, they're gonna be like, oh, wait, you're not gonna be well,
why
no,
do you
we
think,
can't do that?
Why do you and listen, and here's the thing. We can't say that we don't see it work, because when the LGBTQ community come together, they make shit move. When the Jewish community come together, they make shit move. So it's not like we can't do it.
And
we're the biggest consumers.
Yes.
And we're the biggest consumers in America.
Yep.
The biggest.
Yep.
And we do not move with that power because you know what? They have us separated. That's the fucking problem. They got that. We're separated. You know what I'm saying? So until we can come together, and that's what we're trying to do. You, me, you know what I'm saying, Tommy, Just Jay, and all the other positive YouTubers that are trying. We have a platform that God blessed us with where you can reach thousands of people, and you choose to threaten people. You choose to talk about someone's child or talk about someone's mother. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
When you have a platform to reach people, this is the shit that you do.
And that's exactly what we have.
And YouTube does nothing.
To look at it. We have to look at it just like it is. We have this thing to where, and this is to my woke black folks. To my woke black folks, not loose niggas, woke black folks. You have to look at it like this. Get off of your morality high horse and make a conscious decision to say, let's do what we need to do to get where we need to go. And what I mean by that is this. Yes, there's a game that's being played. I acknowledge that. Yes, things ain't right in government. Yes, black people ain't getting a fair shake. Yes, there's racism everywhere you turn. Yes, they always trying to find a way to keep the black man down. We got that. Put yourself in a position to where you can learn the rules of the game and then you play the game to your advantage. Once you get in the game and you are a major player in the game, then you can change the rules. Then you can make it right. Then you can do the right thing for the people. But you first got to get a seat at the table. That was like that thing when I did the video about Jay-Z, about all these niggas. Niggas be the first ones to say somebody a sellout. Niggas be the first ones to say, oh yeah, see, he doing all this and Cap still ain't got no job, man. Niggas got this mentality to where we don't understand the game and we don't want to understand it. We want everything to be fair and righteous and just. That ain't the world we live in. Play the game.
You know what it is, Brian?
The Indians were right and fair and just.
Lazy.
You see what happened to them? Do you see what happened to them?
Right?
They got pushed to the edge of the fucking continent until the motherfucker said, oh, man, let them last 30 niggas, them last 30 Indians live, man. Fuck it. We done wiped all these other ones out, man. There ain't no point in, they at the ocean right now, man. Let them motherfuckers have it, man. We done came all the way from motherfucking Maine to Cali. Leave them last 30. And that's what they did. That's exactly what they did.
We're too lazy to learn the game, man.
Don't let yourself get pushed to the point to where you are non-existent, trying to be righteous, trying to be just.
Exactly.
Play the game. Get in the game that's being played on the
field
that
you're in. You have to learn, but you know what it is? We have to learn the enemy. You have to learn the enemy. You have to learn the language that they speak so that you can speak their language so that they understand you. But we're so lazy, and this is sad for me to say, we're so lazy and we're so caught up into the nonsensical shit that goes on in our communities. We don't see the bigger grand scheme of things. We don't see the bigger picture. We don't want a seat at the table. But you know what? When someone or some other nationality gets the seat, we complain about not having a seat at the table because we don't want to play the game. We don't want to have to jump through the hurdles that it takes for us to learn the game.
Yes. Exactly.
We just want to hand it. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't.
Give it to us.
And the sad shit about it is, and this is sad, and this is so sad, that us as black folk, we have to sit there and say to each other, you know what, man? A lot of us are not going to make it.
Oh, yeah. I'm a big believer in
the purge. It's a shame to say that.
Big believer in the purge.
A lot of us are not going to make it.
Since you just got on that point, let me try to bring this back around and let's do this. Let me ask you this question. What are you doing or what have you done in the preparation or in the whole just state of the country with COVID-19, aka the coronavirus? What steps or what measures have you taken? Are you just chilling at the crib and saying fuck it, or have you done anything to prepare for it?
Well, one, I got canned foods. I have canned foods. I do have weapons.
Okay.
I have ammunition.
Okay.
I have learned how to start fires.
Okay.
I have learned, being that in this area, I know that I have to surround myself with like-thinking people. So just preparing myself, I have batteries. Yeah. I have shortwave radio. I have walkie-talkies that are 26 miles. Okay. Yeah. I have
so you say your walkie-talkies have a range of 26 miles?
Yeah, well, that's what they say. Do I know it's the truth? And you know, you know how they say it's the shit. If there's no, if it's like a no trees or shit like that. Yeah. So probably I would say with trees or whatever, I'll probably get 15, 10 miles maybe.
Damn.
Or whatever. I
never
teach my children. I teach my. I teach my children.
Me the link to them kind of radios or something that you get.
All right, brother.
Yeah.
I teach them certain keywords that we use so that if we have the house on lockdown and you see someone coming up the driveway and you can't tell who that person is, there's certain noises that we make where you know. It's like in the Marines, like they have like a clicker, and there's a certain type of clicking sound that it makes. So there's certain sounds that we make and certain things that you want to know, okay, this is dad or this is someone coming that we know. You know, there's certain things, you know, little things that you can do that makes the biggest difference.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If it gets to a point where it's going to get crazy, I tell them, listen, here's where the weapons are, because I may not be home.
Yep.
I may not be home. You may need to get the weapons. You may need to take care of it. We have a travel bag, a bag already packed in case some shit pop off and you don't have time to get the essentials.
Yeah.
You know, the essentials are already packed because in times of drama, when shit is going down, you're going to forget things. You're going to forget things. Yep. So at least have a travel bag with all these essentials already there. Now, what I'm working on getting another place so that if all of us are separated, we know to meet at this place.
A rally point.
That's what I'm working on as the next.
Yep.
Right. That's what I'm working on now. You know, so, you know, and I'm trying to work on stash points, like, you know, certain places in case if we're all separated, they will know where certain food might be, you know, in certain places of the state or in the city or in the town that we're in. You know, it's just little things like that I'll watch and I'll see. I mean, I watch Doomsday Preppers on television. I watch these cats with Off the Grid. You know, just for something simple, I learned the way you purify water. You take coal and you smash it till it's at a powder form. You put it in a sock. You run water through it. Simple purification. Simple. You could drink from it. You know, it's simple things like that. You don't have to be the richest person on the earth. You know what I'm saying? But it's little things that you can do to help yourself. You know, not knowing. You listen, all of these things are just options. It gives you a chance to make it.
Yeah.
Preparing yourself gives you a chance. That's what it is. We may not. But as long as I can sit there and say, you know what? I fought my best fight. I can die trying, brother.
Right.
But I don't feel right as head of my household, and I don't feel that my family doesn't have a contingency plan.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So this is what we need to do. I love the idea that you said to that gentleman before. We need to set up something where we can push out this information so that they can get it. We just got to figure out how. You guys need to have those flashlights that wind up.
Yep.
Because what if we get hit by
the radio
EMP?
on it with the flashlight. Yep.
It has the radio and everything. What if we get hit by EMP? Everything electrical is finished.
It's done.
So if you have that wind-up radio, at least something to work.
Yep.
At least you have something. It's just little things like that. You can't prepare for everything, but you can try your best to prepare for what you think might happen.
Yeah.
Because it's not going to be a cool thing when you have people busting in your house and you're at their mercy.
Yep.
That's not a cool thing.
That's true, man.
You know?
Yeah, go ahead.
It's just things like that, bro. You know, just making sure you get 3 to 4, 5 months of your medication off grip.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just have that stored. You know, antibiotics, alcohol, all these things, masks, gloves. You don't have to buy everything at the same time, but if you can store it over time, you'll be amazed at what you can do in 6 months, spending $10 a week on certain things that you need.
Yeah.
You know, canned goods are not healthy, but canned goods are going to last the longest.
Right.
You know, what I'm trying to get into now is the military food. You know, I'm starting to try to get into that. You know, the ration.
What do they call them? ERT.
I forget what they call them.
Something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
MREs.
You know, I'm trying. Yeah.
Yep. MREs.
I'm trying to get into that. I'm trying to get I'm going to gun shows, and you know when we go to gun shows, and don't think white people don't see this. You know, black people, when they go to gun shows, the things that they buy are guns.
Yeah.
I'm looking at sleeping bags. I'm looking at certain types of boots, certain types of clothes. There's different types of fatigues that you wear for different weather. Yeah. I'm looking for things of that nature, certain types of gloves. These are things that we're going to do, because I'm going to tell you right now exactly what you said. Don't come to me asking for it. if you didn't prepare for it.
Yep. That's true, man.
Don't ask me.
Yeah.
Because you had every time to do what you needed to do, but you chose not to.
Yeah, and one of the things that I'm gonna say just before I get ready to wrap this up, we have to realize that, you know, there comes a time to where you can only sustain yourself and your household for so long, to where you need to have, you know, those people that you can connect with. You know, if you live in the inner city, do you know somebody that lives out in a rural area, you know, that's maybe an hour or two from where you stay, that you can go to, that actually has land, that has a water source, you know, because there's only so much that you're going to be able to do on your own with the resources that you have, to where, you know, there becomes a point to where there's strength in numbers. So it's like, you know, me in my house right now with my wife and my children, it's like, I'm a formidable adversary by myself, but with me and my brother Eric, my brother Eric, and my brother Bert, it's like the more that I can increase my numbers of people that are trained, that know how to shoot, that have guns, that have ingenuity, that know how to do shit. It's like it's me trying to defend my house, you know, being attacked by one person is one thing. 6 or 7 or 8 or 9 people attacking my house, that's something totally different.
That's a whole different that's a whole different
so it's
zone.
Like when I have those resources of just saying, I got the guns, I got my AR, I got ammo, but shit, you got 10 or 15 cats that then came together in their own little gang and they coming at my house, I'm in fucking trouble. You know, unless I got some goddamn C4 or something outside, or some landmines or some shit somewhere, I'm in trouble. But if I'm on, you know, if I'm sitting on a 100-acre farm and I can see, you know, 300 yards, 360 view around my farmhouse, then I can see these motherfuckers coming a mile away. And it's not only me, but it's 6 of us on patrol at night with night vision. God damn it, we got a fucking strong ass militia that can protect and hold our own. So it's like you have to get to the point to where, you get your shit together, you get yourself fortified, but then you need to start building that network to say, hey, look, if we got to survive for 3 days, hey, we good, we on our own. If shit go up to where we talking 2 weeks, we talking 15, 20 days, all right, then, hey, we two need to pair together, and y'all two pair together. All right, cool. If we 30 to 60 days in and shit still ain't looking good, then all 10 of us are going to rendezvous at this person's farm, and then we're going to take everything we have that we have left, and we're going to merge all of our supplies and all of our goods and resources here, and we're going to fortify ourselves here as a 10 or 15, you know, man militia.
It's getting to that point, Brian.
You know, I'm just saying, I'm not saying that's, you know, just the idea and the thought of that, knowing what you're going to do if you can't stay where you at.
It's getting to that, bro.
You know?
It's getting to that. In the inner cities, if they can't see, especially in New York City. In New York City, in the 80s, the police officers used to wear light blue uniforms. In the early 90s, late 80s, they changed their uniforms to dark blue to urban camo. That's what they wear now. They can call it uniforms or call it whatever the fuck they want to call it. That's what it is.
Yeah.
These cops walk around with M16s in their possession. These cats are not playing.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate that we gotta start thinking that way. You have to.
And just like what David
Kennedy
have to
just
think
put in
that
there,
way. David Kennedy just made a great point. What about growing food? You right. What about growing food? Now you talking about
Hell
what
yeah.
I just said.
Hell
now
yeah.
we back to land. We back to having water. We back to having enough food. It's one thing if I'm growing 2 tomato plants in my living room. It's another thing when I gotta grow enough tomatoes to feed 15 people. I need more land to do that. Now I'm outside.
You need more
farming,
land.
But now I gotta protect my farm from animals and from loose niggas. So it's like you have to realize that, you know, the more that you try to do and you try to acquire, you can benefit from it, but that's the more you have to protect. having a stream or something nearby is great. But what about making sure that that stream is protected and making sure ain't nobody just coming through siphoning off all the water over into their side and you ain't got shit on your side? They netting all the goddamn fish a half mile upstream and you wonder why ain't no fish getting down because they catching them all. It's like those are the things that you got to get into understanding where you at and what you gonna do, because you never know what you may have to fight for. I guess that's the ultimate point I'm getting to.
But see, you know what it is? But it's also understanding your terrain. It's understanding your terrain, and the most important that you hit the nail on the head. We can't do this alone.
Yeah,
we can't.
Yep.
Like-minded people have to come together and form communities to protect ourselves and our families.
Exactly. You're exactly.
That's what we have to do.
Yep. Yeah, buddy. All right.
I can't do this by myself, bro. I can't. I need people with me.
Let me ask this one last question before I get out of here. If there was one thing or two things, if there was one thing that you want people to get about just the current state of where we are today, what would be that one valuable thing that you would want people to know or to learn or to acquire?
The one thing that I would want people to learn and acquire would be love, man. Love, brother. Because through love, if I value your life as much as I value mine, there's nothing that I wouldn't do for you as my brother. I would lay my life down for you as my brother. Everything else will fall into place. But if we don't have that love for each other, I'm going to always steady want to take what you have.
Right. Gotcha. Well,
brother, now, I mean, if you're talking about just regular shit, then, brother, listen, man, it's been a pleasure talking to you, man. I love talking to you. And again, happy birthday to your wife. And you said you have a newborn on the way?
Well, we expecting. So I got a baby that's due in July, end of July.
Congratulations, brother.
Yes, sir. I'm excited, man.
I started a $2 challenge for your wife's birthday. So I know you probably
hey man, don't be saying that. I ain't giving her that shit. No,
check your cash app and see if you can get that started.
No, it's all good, man. It's all good. Yes, indeed. I appreciate that.
All right,
man.
brother, man. Good night, and thank you for having me on, brother. Thank you for your support,
it's a pleasure, man. And you stay safe, brother.
All right, love.
All right, love, man. Peace. Yes, indeed. But I guess my biggest thing, like I said, that I would want to get across to people is, number one, if I don't expect everybody to go out and become preppers like Barbara is. It was that Barbara that said she's been a prepper for years, right? But I would tell you this. Wherever you're at, in an apartment, you're in your house, you're on a farm, whatever the case may be, you're living in a condo, you're living in a penthouse apartment, you got your deluxe apartment in the sky high, I would tell you this. Put yourself in a situation to where you cut off all your power. So you ain't got no refrigerator, no internet, you don't have no lights. You don't have any of the things that you're used to having with electricity and with heat. Deprive yourself of those things in your house and tell me what you got. And that's where you need to start. So if you cut your lights, if you cut the electricity off to your unit, to your house, to your condo, you cut the electricity off. Okay? So you ain't got no internet, you ain't got no Wi-Fi, you ain't got no water. If you don't have none of those basic things, no water, no electricity, no gas, look at yourself in 3 days. Take those basic utilities away from yourself and take away your water. And fast forward 3 days. Look in your cupboards, look in your pantry, and look in your fridge. Because your fridge food, for the most part, got to go first. Because what you don't eat out of there is gonna spoil. So you just look at that stuff there, and then look at those things that you have in your house that aren't paired. Look at your canned goods and all that kind of stuff. You look there, and then fast forward 3 days. See where you at. If you got enough to survive. See if you can count out 3 square meals a day. They ain't got to be glitz and glamour and rich and fabulous. 3 square meals a day. Water for 3 days. And see what you can do. If you pass that test, now I want you to add on a threat to every day. Every day you got a threat. You got somebody trying to break in. You got somebody trying to take over something, grab something, take your stuff. They trying to get into your place. How easy would it be for them to do that? Whether they got a bat, whether they got a gun, whether they got a machete, whatever the case may be. How prepared are you for that? You got canned goods, and they know you got canned goods, and they trying to get them. How would you fend that threat off for 3 days? Just see if you are prepared to just survive that in itself. Do you have the clothes to keep yourself warm? Do you have the water to keep yourself hydrated? Do you have the food to keep yourself fed? Those 3 things. If you can't pass that test, that's where your work starts. No, you can't go out and spend $5,000 worth of shit and get everything you need in 2 days. But that's where it starts. Food, clothing, shelter. Shout out to my man FCS. But that's what you need to start doing first. Make sure you got that. When it comes to that threat, what does your arsenal look like? Do you have a gun? How many guns? Do you have a rifle? What kind of rifle? Are you going straight biting with a shotgun? Buy yourself a shotgun. I got a 20 gauge and I got a 12 gauge. 20 gauge. Okay. You got a 12 gauge? Okay. You got a 20 gauge and a 12 gauge, and you going out in your garden to pick your tomatoes in the morning. And then you got a nigga like me who watching your ass 300 yards away saying, yep, there go old Joe going out there to get them goddamn tomatoes that I've been waiting on, and they ripe now. So let me go ahead and take his ass out. Bang, bang. All right. He's gone now. So let me run up and get these tomatoes, because I was able to lace his ass down 300 yards away. Could he do that? Nope. He's sitting out there with a shotgun laying out to about, Lillian. What happened, Joe? I fell down the steps. Oh, Joe fell down the steps. Are you prepared for that? That's the thing. Because it's like everybody ain't gonna come to you mad and raging, banging on your door like a goddamn zombie in World War Z trying to take your shit. That's not how it's gonna happen. You gonna have these motherfuckers that's gonna plot on your ass. They gonna show up at 4 a.m. because they know you sleep. They gonna show up by setting your front door on fire so you run out the back door and they can pick your ass off. They gonna show up with having a woman come to the door and knock with a little child so that your ass will think it's all good and you helping out this lady and a baby, and then they come busting in and got your ass. Are you ready for that? Like I said, I had to look at myself and I had to say, do I got food? Yep, I do. Do I have clothes? Absolutely, always had clothes. Do I have shelter? For the most part, shelter's good. I know how to take doors off and put doors up on windows. I know how to do that. I got a nail gun and everything. So I can fortify my doors. I can nail my windows shut. I know how to do that. I know how to take the doors off the hinges and put the doors up on the windows. I can shoot holes in those doors. I know how to do that. So I'm ready for that. I got the tools to do that. But I said, damn, I've been going to the range and I ain't bought no bullets in a while. I literally had to say that. I said, I ain't bought no bullets in a while, doc. And I had to go look at my ammo. Yes, all my magazines are filled, but my reserves was looking kind of low. So yeah, I can shoot it out maybe 1 or 2 days. But days 3, 4, and 5, and 6, that ammo gonna be real scarce. I wouldn't have ran out. I got a decent amount, but I looked and I said, no, I need to beef this up a little bit to where I'm comfortable. My cans got low. Yeah, I got ammo cans. You get ammo cans. The reason why you get ammo cans, anybody know why you get ammo cans? To keep the moisture off your ammo. Worst thing in the world for a bullet is moisture. Ammo can is a sealed can. Keep it in there. It's a therelationshiprehab@gmail.com. Or you can send it to UGOA1791 at gmail.com. Either one of them, Bolo. But yeah, that's what I made sure I had because that's where I keep my ammo stored. So when I went and looked in, I said, damn, my cans are kind of light because I've been going to the range and shooting and shit and ain't been replenishing this shit. So I said, no, I need to go ahead and get some ammo here. Ammo's on the way. I realized, like, damn, I'm here by myself. I mean, well, not by myself, but I'm the only man here. It's like, man, I need a plate carrier. Because if I got to go out, get some milk for the baby, God damn it, I'm going out to get milk for the baby. If I got to go out and get some food, if I got to go out and get anything, baby needs some Motrin or some shit like that. My daughter's sick. I got to go out here in the world and shit ain't right. I need to go out here with a plate carrier on. You feel me? I need to go out here like that. I saw somebody in there earlier today talking about they got their plates already from AR-500. Them AR-500 plates. It's like, that shit is real. You want to have that. We are in a country that has guns. People have guns. Not everybody does, but a lot of people do. And Jason, I hope this is over in 2 weeks or less. And you know what I had to really identify with, bro? The biggest thing about it, it's like, I'm hoping that it is. And there's just the instinctive part of me that said to me, you call it your instinct, call it your Holy Spirit, your inner self, whatever you want to call it, that just kept saying to me, that's all good, B, but what if it ain't? Man, we ain't got to go buy all this food and shit like that, man. Yeah, probably not now, but what if you do? Is it going to hurt to have some canned goods? No. Spend a few $100s now so that your family can eat later? How do you not make that choice? Like the other viruses is over in a month. I'm telling you, bro, I don't want it to be fucked up. I'm not that guy. I'm not the guy that wants shit to go left and shit to hit the fan so I can be like, see, I told y'all. I'm not that dude. I promise you I'm not. I want this shit to be over in a week. I want motherfuckers to be like, tomorrow, we found a cure. We making it. The batches will be out in 4 days. We delivering the shit through military helicopters. We'll be dropping off doses of this cure. I want that to happen. Because it's like, I don't want it to be the other. Because the other, there's so many of us that's not ready for it. And it's gonna be terrible. Terrible. There were people fighting over toilet paper, bro. Toilet paper. Toilet paper? Y'all niggas don't know what to do without toilet paper? Come on, man. Y'all don't know what to do about toilet paper, dog? Nah. No way. Nah, bro. Nah. Dude, don't spam my chat. Please don't. Yeah. Yeah, remove some of them. You can just make your point, bro. It ain't like I got 5,000 people watching and you got to put it in there. But yeah, you can chill with that. But that's my thing. I don't want it to get to the point to where people are in a situation to where they don't have and they don't know how to get. Because what that does, it forces violence. If I don't have food and I don't know where to go get food, like, like churches. Churches can open up food pantries. But for how long? You know what I'm saying? You can have schools that can open up schools that can, provide lunches and stuff like that. But for how long? You can have, resources all over. You got food pantries and stuff like that all over the country. But for how long? That's my thing. And when you don't have those type of resources available anymore, violence ensues. Niggas take to the streets. Niggas start rioting. Case in point, look at Katrina. And I'll be done after I make this point. Think back to Katrina. Think back to Hurricane Katrina and think about how it happened. So you had this bad weather was terrible, all that shit happened. Then you had the flooding, right? And people, even all my conspiracy theorists that say, yeah, they blew open the dam, they blew open the levees, they blew up the levees, and that's how it happened. And then they came down there and all right, I get it. But what happened after? When the water came in and everything flooded, what happened? People died, people robbed, people raped, people pillaged. All them people went to the Superdome. They had shelter. Shelter, but no order. No order. They didn't have running water, so they didn't even know, hey man, just don't shit anywhere. They did. They just shitted anywhere. That's a biohazard. Fuck the smell. That's a biohazard. Them people didn't even know, hey man, shit in a bucket, take the bucket, pour the bucket into a big ass motherfucking can and you burn the shit. Or you bury it. They didn't know that. They did not even know that. So what were they doing? They were shitting everywhere. Now it's a biohazard. People get sick. People get diseases from that shit. Then you have what? People taking shit from people. Robbing them for clothes, robbing them for shoes, robbing them for pussy, doing everything. Kids getting raped, young girls getting raped, in the bathroom. You can't go to the bathroom by yourself. All in a place with no power. And the whole entire world is watching this shit. People riding around on boats trying to save people. And we knew this shit was coming. We knew it was coming. Hey, it's a bad storm coming. It's going to be some flooding. It's going to be some fuck shit happening in New Orleans. Get out of there. Motherfuckers stayed. Didn't want to leave or couldn't leave. Or just like, fuck it. This shit ain't going to be that bad. And then it was. And then it was. Police was like, fuck this, I'm out. I can't stop all these niggas. I can't. What did they have to do? They had to bring in the military. They had to set up patrols. They had to set up bases. They had to bring in all of these resources to get this shit back on track, and they did. But that time and those days of just civil unrest, they were terrible. They were terrible. We were literally functioning like a third world country for a few days. We were functioning like a third world country for a few days in New Orleans. That's all I'm saying. I don't want us to be in that situation again on a national scale because of some disease or some lack of preparation for this disease or whatever the case may be. So it's like, put yourself in a situation to where you don't have to go out if you don't need to, unless it's absolutely necessary. Put yourself in a situation now to where you're prepared to be able to feed yourself, clothe yourself, stay hydrated, and defend your home if need be for at least a few days, at least a week, at least 2 weeks, so that you can say, hey, we can weather this storm in our house. We can weather this storm in our apartment. We can weather this storm in our condo. We can weather this storm on our farm, and we'll survive. We'll be okay. That's all. So that's my thing. I just want us to be prepared, which is why I wanted to just have this conversation and talk about it. If there's anybody else, hold on. I think I do get one more person. I'm gonna let them jump on, and if nobody else is gonna jump on, then we can just wrap it up. But I still got a few minutes left on the show here. Go ahead, caller. You are on the air.
Hey, is my audio coming through okay?
Yep, you're loud and clear. Go ahead.
Okay, hey, this is Truth Talker Teacher from the chat.
Oh, okay. What's up, brother? Go ahead, man.
Hey, I just wanted to address some of the things that's going on in the chat, and like you said just now, it's it's real simple to get into the prepping game. It's just whatever you're gonna eat anyway, especially if it's dry goods, just buy one extra, and in a couple of weeks you'll have enough to last an extra week or an extra 2 weeks. When I grocery shop, I shop for a week out.
Right.
But stuff in my house can already last a week.
Yeah.
So I'm never dying for food. I always have enough food. And a lot of good info scrolling up the chat. I think Jason Gunn is saying a lot of good stuff. Barbara is saying a lot of good stuff. But I mean, I think it's crazy what's going on right now. People are just not prepared. I hope that this will show everybody what they need to do to be where, the grocery store closed. That's cool. I can just wait it out until they open back up. I'm good. The more people that prepare are going to be the less people that's sitting there knocking on your door, right, threatening your family, your livelihood because they don't have.
Yes. But
I just wanted to say that somebody in the chat said it's hard to prep, it's hard to get into it, but I mean, if you think about it, $5 here, $10 there, it's not.
And I will agree with you 1,000% because I wasn't prepared. I was not prepared, and it's like it cost me a few $100s for me buying for 3 and more because I went out. Not of course, but because some people don't. But I had food, but I didn't have food that was food that we used to just having in the house for days and days and days and days and days. And it was like, yeah, I had something for this. I can eat this or cook this, and I have a meal for 2 days. So I have this and this. I got a meal for 3 days. But when I actually took that inventory and looked around, I said, shit, it's a lot of shit I don't have. And if we lose power, it's a lot of shit that's fucked up that I ain't going to be able to do. Like, I know I already had my propane for my gas grill. So there's my fire right there. Power go out, gas get cut off, whatever the case may be, I got my grill. There's my stove. See what I'm saying? So people don't think like that. I got charcoal. I always keep a shit ton of charcoal and shit because I love to barbecue. So it's like I had charcoal and shit like that. I got the pots and pans already, but I didn't have the canned goods, that the stuff that was non-perishable that can sit, that I can keep to where we don't have it for days and days. So I said, fuck, I got to get my canned game good up. I got to go out and try to find me some more noodles and all that type of shit that we can have that's quick shit that will just sustain us. And like you said, had I been doing it all along and saying, well, let me buy just one more can. Well, let me buy just one more bag of this. Yep. Let me get one. Like, I cook beans and shit like that. I had just cooked about a month ago. I had cooked my last thing of beans and had used the last bag. I usually keep at least 2 bags of those big bags of beans because I usually do that in case I'm not, so whenever I want them, I'm not out. I didn't have it. So I had to go buy 6 bags. You see what I'm saying? But like you said, which was an incredible point, when you go out and you shop for this stuff, just buy one extra. Buy one extra now and store it. You get enough stuff, put it in because they're non-perishable, put that shit in a box, put it in your garage. You label it something that you know what it is and just put it in the garage. Stack it up. Stack up a box of canned goods with rice, with beans and shit like that because those are the essentials that you need. That's your protein. It's that simple. He is 1,000%.
That's the pasta right there. That chorus pasta Barbara just put in the chat. That's $1 a bag.
I'm sorry.
$1 a bag, and that stuff I think it lasts.
You said repeat that. I'm sorry. Repeat that. I didn't hear you. You said
Barbara just posted in the chat that Coors pasta or whatever.
Oh yes,
that's $1 a bag, and I think it lasts like a year.
Yes.
Like, I mean, it's little simple stuff like that. And another tip: propane never expires.
Mm-hmm.
It'll last forever.
He is, man.
So you buy one of those little Coleman camp stoves in those little small containers for like $6 for 2 of them. Just buy one extra per month. 12 months from now, you got 24 cans of propane.
Yep.
I mean, it's little stuff like that people don't think about.
And I didn't know. I didn't know that. Somebody told me that. I want to say maybe about a year or two ago. I didn't know that propane didn't expire. I did not know that. And it was like, yeah, man, I forgot who the fuck it was, because I was asking. I said, man, I was one of my buddies at work. I had a thing, and I was like, man, I don't know if I still got gas in there or not. He said, well, just light it up and hook it up to your thing and turn it on. I said, yeah, but won't the gas like seep out? He's like, propane never expires, dude. He said that shit is gonna always be good. I said, wow, I didn't know that. But yeah, dude, you're right.
So just stockpile those little camp stove things, and I mean, you get 24 of them, you good for a year on gas, on just boiling water, stuff like that. I mean, it's real simple. It's not a big thing that people got to jump head over heels into. And that stuff, what is it, doomsday preppers on TV?
Yeah.
Man, these people spend thousands and thousands of dollars on stuff. You don't have to go that far. You just start small. When you get your income tax, spend that $200 on an armored chest rig and everything for Christmas. Instead of buying some new Jordans, buy yourself a plate carrier.
I'm telling you,
buy yourself soft armor to carry around in a book bag.
You ain't lying.
I mean,
it's
simple stuff.
Yes, sir.
Buy a box of ammo every 2 weeks. You'll stockpile in no time, man. I just hope this thing just opens people's minds. I told my friends a month ago when this started, I said, go out and buy in bulk stuff that you already use, but don't use it. Just throw it in the corner somewhere and forget about it.
Yep.
That way, in a few weeks when this stuff gets crazy, when the crazy people come out and they start hoarding stuff in the store, you're not affected.
Yeah.
And some of them listened, some of them didn't. So the people that listen were like, dang, I'm glad you said it, man.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's simple. That's all I want to say, man.
Hey, man, thank you so much.
Great
man.
show tonight.
Man,
great topic.
That was just great information, dude. I appreciate that, man. That's one of the reasons why I just love everybody that's a part of Soto Nation, and I'm so grateful for what Tommy does and just providing us with a network of people and a platform to where, you know, we can do stuff like this, man. This is like, I've learned shit tonight. I hope that you guys have learned things tonight, and it's like, this is what it's about when we talking about us learning from each other and just being better people, getting that knowledge. It's stuff like this that allows us to do that, and I'm just glad I was here. Barbara, I would love for you to put together
one last thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think Jason Gunn was talking about gold, and I was talking about silver. Either one, gold or silver. Silver is about $20 per ounce.
Mm-hmm.
Man, just throw $100 at it. Get it shipped to your house. You can hold it, and you can sell it if you need that money later on. But to have gold or silver stockpiled, man, if the dollar just disappeared, if the dollar crashed, if the banks closed forever, you can go to somebody and say, hey, I need some water. I need some rice. I need some whatever. Here's a silver coin.
Right.
It's going to be worth something once our economy comes up. You can barter, man. See, Jason just said get gold.
Right.
But what I was telling him, gold about the size of a penny is worth about $200.
Yeah.
So you have to give me a whole cow if you're going to give me that much gold, man. But that's why that's what we arguing about, gold versus silver. But I say silver because it's smaller denomination.
Precious metals, precious
either
metal.
one, man. Just start
one,
somewhere.
Of course, is more valuable than the other. But I mean, if in every society, gold is always the standard. So it's like that's just a fact. It's just been like that since the dawn of time. But gold is always the standard. But one of the other things that Jason, thank you so much, man, for the phone. Did you have anything else you want to add?
No, man. It's a great show, man. I'll holler at you later.
All right, bro. Well, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate your time, and I appreciate every donation and stuff, and just the time you take to always come and support the show, man. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it.
Ain't no problem, man. No problem.
All right.
Easy.
Later. But one of the things that Jason put up there that I love, and I've never done it, but I have seen it, and I have and I believe I could do it if I needed to. And he put in the chat talking about dressing an animal. Now, some of y'all, especially some of you loose niggas, don't know what the fuck that means. Basically, what that means is being able to kill an animal or have a dead animal and be able to prep it to where you can get off the meat of it that you need. So that means cutting off, that means being able to string it up, slit the throat, drain the blood, peel the skin, cut off the hooves, cut off the head, and then being able to go in, gut it, take all the guts out and all that shit that you don't need, and then being able to cut up and slice off those sections of meat that you need. A lot of people don't know how to do that. Like I said, I've seen it done.
90 seconds.
Gotcha. I've seen it done. I've never done it before, but I definitely know if I had to, I could do it. I definitely do know that. If I needed to do it, I could shoot me a wild hog. I could shoot me a pig or something like that, and I could definitely do it if need be. I'm gonna go ahead and end this blog talk. But I could definitely do it if I needed to, and that's definitely something that's important, because if you do got to go out and hunt, you got your AR-15, you got your 22 or whatever the case may be, you go out and you shoot you a deer, you go out and shoot you a wild hog or something like that. You just don't take that motherfucker and put it on the grill. You got to be able to prep it. You got to be able to dress it to where you can do that. You go and you barter and you buy a cow from somebody. You catch a cow wandering around. As one of the good things about Texas, if shit go to shit here, we can find us a cow or something somewhere alongside one of these roads or something. But you take one of those, man, you can take a side of beef and live off of that for weeks, for months, if you know what the hell you're doing with it. And depending on the size, of course. But then you can take that, but you need to know how to dress the animal. Real talk. And even, yeah, and thank you, even the smaller animals, squirrels, turkeys, rabbits, raccoon, fish. Well, I know how to do fish. But those things that you don't know how to do, is plenty of videos out there that'll show you. Plenty of videos that'll show you. So I just hope that everybody take an idea and just look at that. Hold on for a second. I think I got Jason on here. Let me see if I can bring him in. Videos out there that'll show you. Plenty of videos that'll show you. So I just hope that everybody take hold on, brother. Let me see if I can get you on here. Hold on.
Videos out there that'll show you. Plenty of videos that'll show you. So I just hope that.
All right, hold on. Let me turn this
Hold on,
on.
I can't hear you, man.
All right, hold on.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, man?
I can't hear you, man.
All right, hold on. Wait, let me
you
see.
like my dude, dog?
Yeah, I didn't want to give it
straight,
away.
dog.
I wanted
What
everybody
you
to
talking
see it.
Don't be hating now. I can't hear you, man.
Hold on. Let me see if I can.
Hold on, man. I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. I got you now.
All right, let's do this.
Don't be messing with my dude, dog.
Wait.
Don't be hating.
Go here.
Don't be hating. Mr. Charlie Sheen.
Oh, man, boy, this boy here is wild.
Mr. Charlie Sheen. Don't be hating on the brother.
this boy here.
Hey, Brian, this is how I ride in my convertible.
I don't know how to make it to where it's just you. I just wanted to put you down there, but whatever. We're just rocking like this. Yeah, I'll just do it like this, a side by side, Drake. There we go.
It's all good, right, bro.
Yeah.
However you want to do it.
All right, go ahead, young jock. Tell us what you want us to know.
Look, man, we got to stop tripping, man.
Oh, man.
Look, remember the skin eating virus that was out?
Yep, I remember that.
Yeah, remember all them other viruses that came out?
Yep.
They was all gone in about 30 days, dog. You know, I get what's going on and I understand what's happening. And this shouldn't be a reason why people should start prepping. You should have been prepping all your life.
Right.
Black folks is gonna die.
He said that's just plain and simple, huh?
Y'all gonna die. Most of y'all gonna die.
Yeah.
Because y'all don't know how to field dress an animal. You don't know how to live off the land. And weed is gonna be gone in a couple of weeks.
Right.
So y'all gonna die.
Yeah. And that's I guess my thing is though, let me ask you this. So when you talking about just being ready and being, like you said, we should have been prepping. Once you heard this and once this came about, when you because I know you a very smart man, what was your inventory that you took? What did you have to do to say, am I ready for this? What was your thoughts with that? What did you have to say to yourself to see?
Nothing. Yeah. Not a damn thing.
Yeah.
I don't have to do anything. I don't have my refrigerator packed with food. I don't have all that shit in my house. Right. If I have to live, I know how to go out and get an animal and kill an animal, dress it, and eat.
Right. Right.
My sister-in-laws, my brother-in-law, my brothers, they already straight. I got a generator at my house. I got 25 gallons of gas ready, been rotated all year long.
Right.
I won't run out of power. I got guns.
Yep.
Hence Jason Gunn.
Know that. Believe that.
If I run out of some shit, I'm gonna go take some shit.
Right.
So I mean, not to say it to be mean.
That's what it is,
all
though.
about survival.
That's what, and I swear for the Lord, that's what me and my brother Eric was talking about. We was like, hey, all these motherfuckers ripping and running and fighting in these stores and all this shit, they can do all that shit. But when we run out of our shit, we gonna be ready to go take some shit. And I said, that's right.
See, people don't see, you know, it's funny because, you know, I've been, you know, I followed it the first couple of days and I put out, anybody know anybody with this virus directly? Like anybody knew anybody from 9/11 on the East Coast? Nobody knows anybody. Nobody's seen anybody. Nobody's seen these places that are already set up to deal with this virus. Nobody's seen a Tide truck wash anybody's clothes during the disaster either.
Right.
But the Tide truck is on TV.
Yeah.
So it's all about the media putting out this crap, trying to scare people, get the economy in a bunch. And I like it actually because my stocks is kicking ass right now. So I'm going to be good in 3 years on retirement. Yeah. So I appreciate the virus. And if I die, my daughter get it. It's all good.
Right.
It ain't going to go to waste, but a whole lot of black folks going to die. I want to say that again because they're not prepared and they don't know how to be prepared.
Right.
The streets can't get you prepared.
Very true.
You better start listening to these white folks and doing what they do. Because that's how you're going to live. That's how you're going to survive. Start watching these YouTube videos like we all probably do. Some of us, not all of us. Some of us do watch these videos. I can skin a squirrel. I can defeather a bird. I'm going to eat.
Yeah.
I'm going to eat. I guarantee it.
Right.
In my neighborhood, when the lights go out, I'm the only one in the neighborhood with lights.
Yeah.
I keep my gas and I rotate it. Like I rotate my bullets out, I rotate my gas out.
Yeah. And I guess my thing is just that, you know, it's like when you listening to you talk and listening to what you're saying, even myself, I see where my growth is. I see where my progress is, what my next steps are, what my work is. I need to get to that level to where when the lights go out, mine don't. That is like out of all of the things that you said, it's like you can learn how to do all of these other things. Get those tools in place to where you can say, when the lights go out, my lights don't. I'm still up and running. I got the food I need. Whatever food I don't got, I can go out and I can get it. And I know what I'm doing. It's like those are the things that you need to be able to do. And if you can't do them today, you see where your work is. Just like before when when Truth Talker was on, saying, hey man, you got to get this stuff, buy one extra. Yep, buy one extra, watch a video, and learn what to do with squirrel. Learn how to eat rabbit. Learn how to, and it's like those are the things that you learn how to do. So if you do, learn how to eat a pigeon or a bird, whatever the case may be, because when it comes down to it, that's what you need to do. That's what you need to do. Learn how to shoot a bow and arrow. Because a gun ain't always the way to go. Sometimes you need that quiet, silent shot where you can shoot an arrow, 40 or 50 feet to get that owl or to get that whatever. And you ain't just always trying to shoot something and make noise. Sometimes you got to be quiet and be able to kill stealthily. So it's like you making perfect sense with that, man. It's like that was just, paramount to this whole thing to say, hey, have the things in place to where when shit do go left, you still going straight. I'm still going right down the middle of the road.
Remember a couple of years I was talking about this, right?
Yeah.
Telling people to be prepared for whatever.
I remember you were talking even when you were talking about making when you were doing those AR-15s. You was like, hey man, y'all want me to put an AR-15 together for y'all? Let me know because I can do it. That as you paying that $400 to buy one at Walmart, I can put you together one way better for $400. It's like having that knowledge and that know how to do those type of things. That's what you want to do because you may not be able to go buy a gun, but if you see the parts of a gun, you know how to take one apart, put it together. Right. You can see if something's broke, how to fix it, and if something's wrong, what you need to get to fix it. So yeah, absolutely. Make it perfect sense, man.
And just having tools around the house, like you said earlier, you know how to board up your house. You can secure your house because you have the means and the material.
Yep.
Absolutely. I'm sort of a hoarder. Yep. According to my ex-wife, I'm a hoarder.
She's probably
but
right.
It's all good though.
Yeah.
Because when you need something, I probably got it.
Right.
It's gonna cost you though. I want some of that child support money back. Damn it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, buddy. Yes,
but we all good though. She military too, so being in the military has taught me a lot. Especially how to survive, and not only being in the military, law enforcement too. Law enforcement taught me a lot how to survive, how to overcome, and this and that too. But people ever went to Boy Scouts to the camp, this, that, things like that. Hopefully they kick in place. But see, again, why we gotta wait till something happen? To react.
Yep.
Why are we always doing this?
And that is
over and over and over again. We always wait to react about something. Oh, I got to go get gas. I got to go get toilet paper, paper towels.
Yep.
I got to get cups, gas. You should already have all of that stuff in your house.
Right. Yep.
You shouldn't have to be going out.
And that is definitely a lesson.
See, the problem with this virus is, and some of y'all people are so stupid. Stay away from other people you don't know. That's the problem. And you fuckers are going out there and crowding the stores, probably getting sick off somebody else, you dumbasses. Sorry, Brian. I'm very sorry. But y'all are stupid.
Hey, look.
Because you should have been prepared.
But that's the whole thing. It's like you have to, and that's why I wanted to do this, because I felt myself, I felt guilty knowing what to do to be prepared to where I can at least survive. And then I had to think about it and say, everybody don't know this shit. Everybody don't know what to do. Everybody don't know what avenues to take. I said, I need to do a show like this to where I can at least put, because I'm quite sure there's plenty of shit that I'm missing. I'm sure people going to put in the comment sections plenty of other things. But I just wanted to put out there what some of the things that I knew to say, hey, think about this at least. You ain't telling you what to do, but you maybe just want to think about these type of things. Because if we are wrong, because like I said, I'm hoping and praying and wishing for this to go the right way. Like you say, hey, 2 weeks, cure's gonna be out, nobody's gonna die no more, we good. But if it does get off the rails, I want some people to be able to do a few things that can help keep them alive. That's exactly what I thought about, because I'm like, at the end of the day, it's going to come down to survival. And when you don't have the tools to survive, you're doomed. And like you said, people going to die. People going to die anyway, but more people going to die. And hopefully this can help some unnecessary deaths from occurring. That was the whole thing that I did to this. I don't think I got all the answers in my way. What you need to do is all. I'm not trying to spread propaganda and have people scared and generate fear. I'm not trying to do none of that. I just wanted to say, well, hey, if it ain't what we think it's going to be, what do we do? Just like for those of us that believe in the Bible, just think if a few more people said, well, what if this nigga Noah is right? You think about how long, if the stories and books of the Bible are true, think about the days people walk back and forth past Noah, talking shit, making fun of him, his wife, his kids, all that shit talking that they was doing. And finally, years later, it started to rain. And it didn't stop. And what do you think those people said? Holy shit, this motherfucker was right. But, like you said, it was too late. And you're gonna die. And that's exactly what happened. And that's the only thing that I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to say, as you walk past your Moses, as you walk past your Jason Guns, you walk past your Barbara Pleasance, you walk past your truth talker teachers, you walk past that prepper that's on the end of your block, you walk past that uncle of yours that you say is crazy, that live off the grid, all of those people that you know and you see and you walk by, what if they're right? And if they are, how prepared are you? That's the only thing I want people to take away from this. That was just my biggest thing. I think that's a great segue to end this. Just keep that in mind. What if they're right and you're wrong? Where do you fit in that? Brother, I thank you, man. I appreciate you for joining us. I'm glad to see you doing all right. Your Tom Cruise, your Tom Cruise hairdo is banging.
This is a Tom Cruise.
I ain't gonna hate on your Tom Cruise, nigga.
This is the 50 seg of Tom Cruise, though. So don't be hating. Don't be hating. I can get you one.
No, I'm good. I ain't ready for that yet. I gotta get a little more salt in my pepper before I can do that.
Let me throw it in front like that. Hold on. This is how I ride my convertible in DC. This is how I ride.
As the wind blows through your hair, as you ride through Chocolate City with your top down. I see you.
Yes, sir. I be flexing, dog.
I know it.
You can't do this.
I know. I ain't on your level yet. After I get my generator, then I'll go into looking into getting my hair right.
Look. I'm gonna keep playing with it. You know how Tommy say, baby, hold on.
Right. And then you gotta put the finger right through it. You gotta do it's the finger.
Hold on. I'm itching. Hold on, Brian. That's how they do it.
That's the weed, Pat Doc. You got it.
Look, I be paying attention. I ain't no fool. But look,
well, I appreciate you, brother.
Congratulations on Mama Bear. I'm gonna
you.
send you a little something for little man.
Yeah, buddy.
Ain't nobody top my donation, Brian. I don't know.
Oh, wait, hold on. Let me see here.
Ain't nobody trying to top my donation because we could do a donation fight tonight.
He said a donation fight. Thank you, brother. Jason dropped that $15 on your boy, my man. I appreciate you, brother.
Who gonna do more than 15?
Let's see. I got Quintina just dropped $5 on your boy. That's what I'm talking about. Mike said Mike dropped $4.44 on you with the Jay-Z album, my man. I appreciate you. Let's see who else. Deshaun just hit your boy off with $5. That's what's up.
All right.
Let's see who else.
Ain't nobody going over 15?
Let's see. My man Truth Talker got your boy off with $10. That's what's up.
He close.
Let's see who else. I got $10 from. Wait, why is this shit saying that it's unable to select this option? That's weird. Unless it's already there.
Because you know I got my PayPal open, ready to fire.
Right. Then I got $10 from my man Marcus. WM Macris Fleming. Hit your boy out. Say always on point. Oh, okay. Yeah, I can't say that. Yep. All right. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I don't want to say that other name. So let's see. Then I got for Chicago niggas, my man Peeps Fam. Hit your boy off with $1. Yeah, ain't nobody beat you, brother. You holding the title. Yep. Yeah, Jason, you holding the title, Doc. Let me check the PayPal.
It's all good. You know, we trying to we gotta support Brian's baby because you know he need that help. He done bought some toilet paper, y'all.
Right.
I don't know what Brian, could you explain the toilet paper thing to me?
Like I said, I just thought of it as just the luxury that people are used to having. That's the only thing I can think of as far as just like why they went out and like bought just so many rolls of toilet paper. Because like I said, I already knew. I was like, I'm not concerned about it. I had some, but I wasn't trying to buy all of the rolls that was left in the store because I'm like, if push come to shove, I know how to wipe my ass and wash my ass
no doubt.
without toilet paper. So that's why I just didn't understand. I didn't understand that one, man. That one was something else. But I just chalked it up as it being a thing where people wanted the luxury of being able to have toilet paper, I guess.
I thought somebody
I could see it being. Yeah.
I thought somebody came on and said why this toilet paper craze thing was going all ballistic.
Yeah. That was the only thing that I could think of, man, because I was just
wait a minute. Somebody done hit you with 20. Hold on. Let me correct that one.
All right. Let's see here.
Hold
on. Wait. Here we go. So we got my man James McCuster hit your boy off with 10 on the PayPal.
Okay.
Then we got Fransua Vasquez hit your boy off with 10. Then David Kennedy hit me with 10, and he just hit me with 20 right there. So he had 30. That's what's up. I appreciate you, Doc. Yeah, buddy.
Okay, who was that again that hit you with 30?
David Kennedy. He hit me with 30.
Okay, David Kennedy, top this one, baby.
Yeah, but look at y'all fighting over, boy. Y'all look at that, boy. I tell you, y'all doing all right.
Give me a minute. My internet working kind of slow at 150. Okay,
yep.
Okay.
All right. Here you go. Jason Gunn just hit your boy off with $50. There you go. He got the title. Plus that other 15. That's 65.
Let's get it.
That's what I'm talking about, boy. Y'all all right, man.
Next.
Boy, I tell you. He said next.
Because I got to go put some wood in the fireplace. Next.
He said put some wood in the fireplace, huh? Boy,
Yeah,
y'all
baby.
all right, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all
Let's get this baby fun rolling. Come on, this man. He about to have a baby.
Y'all got a brother do it. Y'all got a brother feeling good about himself, boy.
He got to buy diapers.
Feeling good.
Hey, Brian, don't do that material diaper thing, dog. That's some nasty shit. You don't want to do that, dog. I'm trying to tell you. Don't listen to the old maids, dog.
Don't listen to the old maid. Hey, man.
No.
Hey, man. We got to figure it out. We got to figure it out, dog. I'm going to survive, man.
Hey, call the brother on the side if you need some help.
Yeah.
I got you. I might have some spare ones sitting on the side. They probably about 20 years old, but I probably got
20 years old, but hey, they might work.
Yeah. My baby girl 22, so they're gonna be a couple of years old.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But I got your back, though, baby. You call me, you need something.
Yes, indeed. I appreciate it, man. And
you know,
good.
You know, I do mobile ass whippings too.
Mobile, huh?
Yeah, I'll come to you.
Mobile ass whippings. Yeah, just give me a location.
Park out front.
I'll go whoop ass.
I park out front, whoop that ass, and send it right back on in.
Well, I appreciate y'all, man. Thank you guys so much, man. It's been a great show. I really enjoyed it. I really hope that we help some people. I'm gonna actually do another show once I get my my plate carrier and my other stuff that I have ordered. So if y'all want to come up with like some lists of some things or some areas y'all want me to cover, shoot me an email. If y'all want to jump on, just like how Jason did, just how like the people that called in and stuff earlier too. Barbara's giving some great advice. If you all want to put some stuff together and want me to either present it or y'all want to come on and do it, we can do that. Like I said, in the next week or two, that stuff will be here. All of my stuff should be here, but you guys just let me know. Thank you all so much. I appreciate you guys for tuning in, clicking the like, subscribing. Jason, I appreciate you, brother. I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here with you. And to everybody else that just took the time to do what it is that we do and just help each other. Like Bolo said earlier, it's just about showing that love and just saying, hey, I got you. I ain't going to let you fall. I can help you when I can, and I'm going to do what I can to help you just because I love you, and it's the right thing to do. And I just want to tell everybody out there, hey, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And thank you to everybody that helps me do what it is I do. Thank you to everybody that tunes in, that clicks the like button, that clicks the share button, all of the moderators that continuously show up and do what it is that you guys do. You guys help me, and you don't have to. And I appreciate it. And to everybody else that's in Soto Nation that will come back and watch this, leave a comment, whatever the case may be, thank you. And last but definitely not least, to my brother Tommy Sotomayor, it is always an honor and a pleasure, man. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of this great thing called Soto Nation. I love you all. I got nothing but love for you, brother. I hope and I know that you're doing well. And if not, it's going to get better no matter what, because you are a survivor. I love you guys. Thank y'all so much. Everybody, make sure that you click the like button, click the subscribe button. To everybody that donated, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you all. I am Brian Redmond. This is the Relationship Rehab and the United Guns of America. And it's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. Stay well, stay prepped. Remember, you don't have to get ready if you stay ready. I love y'all. Peace. And I'm out. Here I is.